Λοιπόν, καλησπέρα, καλώς ήρθατε στους Game Holdings. Καλώς ήρθατε στο στοιχειωμένο μας κανάλι. Welcome to our Hot channel. Έχουμε και λέμε. Είμαι σεκόντε. Και Έλενα. Οπα. Περίμενε. On dark terms, he just follow. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to our Hot channel. Welcome. Λοιπόν, καλησπέρα παιδιά. Και Έλενα, Πάκο. Πάκο, Χέλενα, Πάκο. Καλησπέρα σε όλους. Ξενιό πρώτη. Καλησπέρα Ξενιό. Welcome Ξενιό, welcome. Νατασούλη, καλησπέρα. Τζιμ Καρξά, καλησπέρα. Είμαστε καλά, μια χαρά. Τι κάνετε, πώς είστε? Κωνσταντίνε, καλησπέρα. Χαλό Κωνσταντίνε, χαλό εξπάνω. Χαλό Γιώτα Γιωτάρα. Χαλό. Λολό εδώ είσαι. Μπράβο το κορίτσι, μπράβο, ζώνια. Κιστέρη, καλησπέρα. Αναστασία, hello, how are you? Bla. Νόνα, τι κάνεις? Νίκος, καλησπέρα. I think that's it. Okay. Start over, bro, καλησπέρα. Ιστέρη και πάμε, καλησπέρα. Hello, Αλεξάνδρα, how are you? Devil Αλίσσα, καλησπέρες. Λοιπόν, σήμερα θα παίξουμε on dark terms. Έχω τον developer we have the developer on the voice chat. There was just a small update the last time. That's why I delayed the stream a little bit later than usual. Start over, bro. Thank you very much for the sub for 4 months and 3 months in the strike. Thank you very much. Thank you. Λοιπόν, Forsaken, thank you very much for following. Thank you very much for giving us the opportunity. We have the developer. I don't want to let him wait anymore. Forsaken, hello to our Hot channel. Welcome. How are you?
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you fine. Can you?
Hi.
Loud and clear. Loud and clear.
Alrighty.
Thank you for the follow as well. Welcome to our Hot channel. My name is Paco. We haven't been introduced. We have already chatted through Discord. My name is Paco. My name is not Helena. My name is Paco. Her name is Helena. We are partners in our channel in live, and we usually play horror ghost hunting games. That's what we do. Our channel is dedicated to horror stuff, haunted stuff.
Yeah, that sounds absolutely wonderful. And as you know, I've checked you guys out before too, because you sent an email to me way back.
Yeah, way back when you were playing with Jojo. Yeah,
2 months. Yeah, it was a while ago. I know a lot has changed since then. So the trailer you guys just had up, you're gonna see when you get into the game. It's already so much different from that. So a new trailer will be coming out.
Oh, nice.
Probably very soon, because I'm planning to release the game to early access like very soon.
Nice, very nice.
So yeah.
So the trailer that I just played now, it's gonna be different from the trailer that you're gonna release, right? Yeah. Nice, very nice.
Now it'll be similar. So it's not like it's completely different from
I watched the game when Jojo used to play the game. It was in very early beta stages, right? When Jojo presented the game, yeah. But I really liked it for the first time I lay eyes in the game, because we love ghost hunting games. We are in almost every ghost hunting game official content creators, and that's one of our special and loving things to do. Hunt ghosts and metaphysical phenomena. And from what I understand, watching Jojo playing the game, and I think you were in her stream as well, right? You were talking about the game.
Yes.
Yeah. It's gonna be an open world ghost hunting game, something like that. Am I correct?
Yeah, so it's like a hybrid. It's a new spin, really, on the ghost hunting genre. So it is open world multiplayer, 4 players maximum, and it's got a mixture between survival and ghost hunting. And you'll also come to find that there's crafting in the game. So if you played the forest or anything like that, you're gonna kind of get like these vibes of I have to create energy drinks, I have to create adrenaline pens by collecting things in the world and then making those and using them to go against the different entities that you find.
So So yeah, that's very interesting. So you are trying to bring something new in the genre of ghost hunting game, right? I think.
Yes, I want to innovate. Yes.
Nice, very nice, very nice. Do you want to say something about the game? Do you want to say how you came to with the idea to make this game? Do you want to say anything about the game? What's the plan? What's the future to come for the game? Anything you want.
Yeah, so it's just me working on the game, solo dev, and
You are a
it's
solo
been
dev.
almost
Nice.
solo dev. Yep, it's been almost a year now since I started working on it. As far as the plans, your future plans, that really depends on the success of the game, right? Especially being a solo dev, I have my own financials that I have to watch out for. So, assuming if the game can do well, I have very big plans for the game. So what people will end up seeing now is just really just a scratch on the surface. As far as the game when it comes out, I can't give the exact date, of course, right? Because then you can't go back on that. But basically, this beta I'm doing with you. And JoJo will be playing on Thursday. She locked that in. And after what she plays, I'm going to be taking that feedback, and that is going to tell me what date I can choose so I can release it to the public. And again, like I said, I can basically tell you that I want the date to be within a month. That's what I would like to have.
Oh, okay. So it's near to the future, very near.
Very, very, very near. Yep. And
so it's almost ready. You think that the game is almost ready to release? To be released.
I believe it's almost ready. So what you're going to experience in this test is the new player experience. One thing I have noticed, and I've heard from a lot of people who play lots of Ghost games, whether it's This Is a Ghost, Ghost Exile, Phasmophobia, all those great games. I've heard a lot of feedback of a lot of players having a hard time, right, picking up in the very beginning. So I put a lot of work into trying to make the new player experience not be too overwhelming, and make sure I equip you with all the information you need to know before you get into the game. Because you will find that this game is very different from any ghost hunting game you've ever played.
That's very, very nice, and I'm very intrigued to play the game, because it's nice to finally play a ghost hunting game, but something different than so far we have used to play with all the other games that you mentioned. Okay, so the game is a co-op open world game. You can play up to 4 players, right?
Yes.
4 players. And what's the mission? What are you supposed to do? I mean, what's the objective of the game?
Right. So the objective of the game is to go into a dungeon, and you are essentially researching this thing called the darkness. So you're going in and you want to gather as much evidence as possible. So in this game, you have to actually physically collect evidence and escape with it. And then, of course, you're going to end up choosing which entity, like you would in a normal ghost game, which entity that evidence belongs to. And then you want to get 12 evidence maximum. That is your goal. And this is hard to do. So the more evidence that you're able to collect, that evidence will give you experience points. So more evidence, more XP. So the overarching goal is to get as much evidence as possible while also getting the ghost run at the end.
Nice, very nice. So you're gonna have a level up system, right? Because you said that you're gaining experience, so probably you're gonna level up, right? Your character?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
And before I enter the game, before I launch the game, do you want to share with us the lore of the game? What's happening to the game? What are we gonna see? What's that fantasy, that's darkness that we are gonna meet in the game?
Right.
The lore, basically the lore of the game, to understand what we're playing, what we're gonna play.
Yeah. So without spoiling, right? So in this game, there's actually a story that is optional. Players don't have to do it, but if they're interested in the lore and knowing why is Bwonsombdi here? What is the darkness and everything? What happened to the city? There's story quests in the game that will bring you through that. So in a nutshell, though, from an overview, kind of like a Steam overview, essentially there's this entity called the Darkness, which has landed on the planet of Earth and completely taken it over. Very slowly, though. It hasn't done it entirely. And in the works, somehow, the Low of the Dead Bwonsombdi has come to contact with us through some particular way, without, again, giving out spoilers, and worked some kind of plan out with us to help us not be consumed by this darkness, by giving us the ability to fight back against it. In this way, basically by not permanently dying, because being Bwonsombdi, he's able to prevent us from permanently passing over. He can bring us right back. And that is a death mechanic that you'll be introduced to in this game. When you die in this game, you don't get permanently dead and go to a loading screen. You can come back like an RPG or an MMO, if you're familiar with those types of games.
Yes, of course I am. We also love RPG. We have played. We play a lot of Diablo, Path of Exile, me PoE, and
So I am a huge fan. I've been playing MMOs for 15 years. Gauntlet Legends when I was a kid with my parents.
Yes,
I'm a
nice.
huge RPG fan. So
Yeah,
when I was making this game, I really decided I was like, you know what? I actually kind of want to go outside the bubble a little bit and make this game a little more RPG element, but also ghost hunting.
You know that I have spotted the RPG elements in the game because when I told our community that we're gonna play the game and I saw the trailer, I told them three keywords. It's an open world ghost hunting investigation game with RPG elements. Because you have put some RPG elements in the game, as much as I consider when I saw you playing with Jojo. And I like that. I like it very much. I'm a huge RPG fan myself.
Awesome. Yeah. And you'll find that like this leveling system, because right now the max level is 30. And so coming from an MMO background, you know, like they release expansions, right? You get like a 10 level increase, a 10 level increase. So in this game, there won't be a prestige system. It will be the old school RPG and MMO leveling system. And there will be what's called end game content in this game.
There's going to be an end game as well? Nice,
yeah,
very nice.
Yeah, so when you hit level 30, you are not done. You are going to be able to unlock special things that are only available at level 30. In addition, there will be achievements which provide cosmetics and special things to decorate your apartment with that can only be obtained at level 30 on particular modes.
Very nice.
So there will be a lot of progression and content for the players.
Fantastic. That's fantastic. I'm really into it before I even played the game. So, do you know what's the price gonna be of the game?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to release the price just yet, of course, but I can tell you that I want to price it around the same affordable price that you see of most ghost hunting games.
Very nice.
You can expect it to be a little bit more expensive, only because of the sheer content that I've put into it and the sacrifices I really had to go through to be able to make this game happen. But again, if you look at the current market for the ghost hunting games and you say just a little bit above that, so again, should be affordable, and it will be on discount for the first week it comes on Steam.
Very nice.
So it's good to pick it up.
So of course we're gonna play and present the game when it will be released, and we're gonna play it thoroughly, because we really like those kind of games, and your game is gonna be something different, and I really want to be in the game to understand it and to present every inch of the game when it will be released. Nice, very nice. So I think we are ready to go in the game and see what the game is all about.
It sounds great. So, I'm ahead of you, so I will be waiting. You will go through an intro process in which you'll eventually be able to join me, and then we'll go there.
So, with no further delay, let's just go and fucking play on dark terms and see what the game is all about. The developer is gonna be here with us, and probably you're gonna help me out throughout the game, and it would be nice to explain to our community what they are watching, what is happening, and to me as well.
Yeah, and have you? So what have you set your settings to? Did you go max it out to the highest, or
epic?
You went to epic. Okay.
I went to epic. And if I see that it's gonna be laggy, I'm gonna drop it a little bit.
Okay, and it's defaulted to 60 FPS cap. I know a lot of players average like that.
I like
if you want to
like
change it,
I like it. I like it. 60 FPS. That's how I do it. So, body type. I'm gonna be a man. I like the graphics. The game is made in Unreal Engine 5, right?
Yes.
Nice, very nice. So the graphics is gonna be awesome because Unreal Engine 5 is a very powerful software.
Yeah, so being at high settings, being at high or epic settings is activating Lumen. So you're taking advantage of that technology. And the whole game is created in Nanite as well, which is the new Unreal Engine geometry that came into play with Unreal 5.
Nice, very nice.
A big thing that I had to work on was optimization also for lower end PCs. Because Unreal Engine 5 is so advanced, it is difficult to get it to play on a really low PC, that being like a laptop with an integrated chip. So I'm aware that, you know, if you don't have a dedicated graphics card, it could be tough for you. And that's something in the future that I would really like to work on. But as of right now,
yes. So it needs a powerful PC if you're gonna play it with everything in the higher options. I'm playing in Epic right now, and I don't think I'm gonna have any issues with the game. So far, it looks smooth. I see a lot of cats. So probably you're a cat person.
Yes, I have two cats. I have a tuxedo cat and an orange cat.
I'm more like a dog person because I own 2 dogs. But we have rescued with Helena a lot of kitties throughout the years. So we love all animals, of course. We love cats as well. So because I ran the game some minutes before I started streaming, I was in a subway. Now I'm in an office. You have changed the lobby room.
Yeah, so the subway was the original that you saw with JoJo.
Yeah,
and,
that's exactly.
So I had a test ran just under a week ago where I realized that the new player experience just was still too overwhelming. It wasn't. It just wasn't good. Let's just say that. So I sat down. I reevaluated the entire intro and focused on a more linear progression at the beginning, so that players can jump in quickly. And so it's just been redesigned. So
nice.
I'm very interested to see how well you're able to follow along as a new player without too much of my feedback.
Okay.
Because this gives me a good gauge that when the game comes out, how many people will feel that they can pick up on it.
Okay. So how am I gonna what I'm supposed to do right now? I made the character story. So it's you said it's gonna be a story. It has a story because it has lore, and throughout the story, by making the problem, I'm gonna make quests throughout something like quests.
Yes. I think I can't see your screen at the current moment in time. Sorry, can you just go back for a second because I had the commercial. So you spoke to Bwonsombdi?
No, I pressed Alt Tab because I want to change through my game to make an adjustment in the OBS, and now the game I cannot turn my character. I don't know why.
Are you in the game? Can you press Alt?
Alt. Okay. Nice. That's it.
So Alt switches between UI mode and in-game mode.
Oh, nice. Okay, nice. I didn't know that. Sorry. So I'm gonna read. Probably I'm supposed to read this here, right?
Yep. So at the top left, you're gonna get these little messages that constantly pop up during the intro to help tell you where to go.
So agree and sign Bwonsombdi's contract. Bwonsombdi's of the Astral Guardian. Okay, that sounds like an RPG. The context. There you are. Okay, I'm not gonna read it right now because I don't want to keep you waiting. But
don't worry.
because I play RPG and I play Dark Souls games, RPG, Diablo, all the stuff. I love all the stuff. I love lore. I love to read about the game, to be in the game. I love to read more about the game. So I'm gonna read everything. Not right now, but I'm gonna read everything when the game's gonna be released. So
right,
I'm gonna take contracts in order to make certain objects, in order to investigate some quests, right? That's how the game is gonna be unfold through the game, right?
Right.
So I'm supposed to sign. This contract serves as an agreement between Bwonsombdi, the law of the dead, and game context. Okay. That shall persist even in death and shall only become void should the darkness prevail and consuming the world. Okay. By signing the contract, you are providing a portion of your soul. I'm gonna sell my soul?
A part of it.
Well, I don't want to. So that don't play the game, not yet. The darkness in the form of the astral. Okay. I, Game Holdings, have written agree to the terms of I. So I did agree. I sold my soul, a part of my soul. Can I pet the cats? No.
You not yet, but you can customize the cat.
I can customize the cat. Okay.
Yeah, so this is a brand new cat customization that you haven't seen from JoJo. That has been added.
I haven't seen that from JoJo. That's true. I can change my. That's a sphinx. It's not a sphinx, it's like a sphinx. Body type. What is it? Hair type. Ah, okay, I can change everything. I'm gonna make it black. I like black. Nice. Ah! I tune. Tune. Black. I want it to be black. Nice. And it has a mouse on it. The Astral Guardian is a great power and it will help you. Give me a second to change my camera because I want the community to be able to read what I read. Nice. Alright. So, now let's get you started on your first story quest. Interact with the story desk when you're ready. Nice, I'm gonna do that. Lore, if you are reading this, I can only assume Bwonsombdi held his end of the bargain. Okay. I asked you if you spoke to him, but it's not like I'm going to get an answer. Radio stations seem to be down still, so you're going to have to do this blind for now. Good news though. I was able to upload as much information as I could about the city before the servers crashed. Follow the instructions on this computer closely. You are going to need it. Anyway, you should get acquainted with the crafting station near the entrance of your apartment so you can start making some things to survive with. Bwonsombdi might be helping us, but I don't think we should take this gift his gift for granted. So what's the deal with Bwonsombdi? Is some kind of a guardian that he will protect us? He's trying to help us against the darkness.
Right, and that's part of the story that you might, eventually start asking questions as to why is he helping.
Okay. Return here when you craft some supplies. Quest. Become acquainted with crafting. Okay, so probably ask. Άρικο, καλησπέρα παιδιά. Δεν θα μιλάω τόσο πολύ σωστά, σας βλέπω. I'm gonna speak a little bit Greek because some of the people in the chat that doesn't understand English. Okay. I hope it's okay with you. Let's go. I'm supposed to craft something, right?
Yeah. Now you can go ahead and set your graphics to epic or high again, because when you delete the save file, it defaulted the medium. So if you want to put that lumen back on and get that pretty lighting.
I want to be epic. Everything epic. Apply. Nice. Okay. Now, where am I supposed to go? This is a very nice apartment, by the way.
What, babe?
So I'm supposed to go.
Oh yeah, if you want to move your camera down too, also for your community to see the message at the top.
Thank you for reminding me. Nice. I'm gonna put the camera here. Nice.
So at the top left, the message tells you that you want to go around and pick up all the little materials in this apartment, right? So they all have little yellow icons on them. So like I said, in this game, there's crafting, right? So you're in the open world, you'll find these. But in the very beginning, I'm going to put them in here so that you can learn how to craft.
Okay, nice. Sorry. So I'm supposed to grab everything.
Yep, you want to pick everything up, and then once you pick that, see the message at the top updated.
This is the crafting station, okay. Let me check again. I like the graphics very much. Nice job. I like the apartment. Do I have a flashlight? Yes, I do.
And you'll get through. So once we go through the crafting in a couple steps, we're gonna make our way to the training dungeon where you'll get to learn how to use all your items.
Okay. Nice. We have a question from Starter Overflow. Is this game gonna be released only on PC, or are you planning to release it in consoles as well?
It's currently only going to be released to PC since I don't have the bandwidth to get it on a console. But I would love in the future to be able to get it on a console.
Okay, so maybe. And I'm gonna say for now, when the game's gonna be released, we're gonna play the game represented, and we're gonna give away one Steam key about this game.
What is it? Sorry, I said you cut out. Did you cut out? Sorry, what was that?
I said to our community that thank you, Immortal. I said to our community that when the game is gonna be released, of course we're gonna play it. We're gonna play it immediately, and we're gonna make an event and give away one Steam key about the game to our community.
Oh wow, awesome!
So crafting station. Crafting stations are where you combine materials you collected in the world, such as bioluminescent mushrooms. I'm gonna say mushrooms. And carbonated water to craft items like the energy. So that's where the survival the survival is coming in the game, right? Because you're supposed to craft like a forest. You can find crafting stations and research sites, but they are not available right away and must be unlocked by completing research objectives. However, the crafting station located at your apartment is always available for you to use. Completing research to unlock crafting stations is a great way to reduce the inconvenience of traveling back to your apartment. Can you travel like a portal, like an RPG, back to your apartment, or you're supposed to come back walking?
Yeah, walking right now, but in the future, as the game expands and the map grows, that's when potentially a portaling system might come into play. But for now,
now let's crafting. Nice. Now it's working. What am I supposed to craft?
Now you should be able to
energy drink.
Click E on this guy. Okay, so now you want to craft one of each.
Adrenaline pens are used to restore sanity. Energy drink are used to restore stamina. Okay. Biofusion is used to destroy corruption to reduce dungeons activity levels. What do you think is the best thing to craft?
You want to craft all three of them for this intro. You have to in order to move to the next step.
Okay, you have to. Okay, nice. Good. Get used to crafting as you'll be doing a lot of it if you want to stay alive. Now let's open your character. Return to check your story progress. Press the H key to access your character menu. Nice. If you are reading this, I can only assume, okay, hell, this blah blah. Well, you'll be able to unlock icons, cosmetics. You're gonna add cosmetics, nice. And probably cosmetics, you could be able to access the cosmetics while leveling and gaining experience and unlocking certain objectives or something like that, right?
Right, yeah, so at the bottom, at every single level, you'll always get something for free unlocked. But then there will be specific unlockables that are only achievable through achievements themselves.
The game, so far the game looks very, very, very interesting. Very interesting game. I haven't even played the game yet, and I'm very into it. You'll be able to unlock icons, cosmetics, okay. For now, head back to the story desk to turn in your first story quest. Let's go. And the graphics looks amazing. Good job.
Thank you. And again, like I said, I constantly was trying to focus on performance because, you know, an Unreal Engine is very strong, and I know a lot of people could struggle. So
far, everything seems to work fine for me, and it's very smooth. It's working very smooth. Turn in. You've reached level 2. Oh, already, le professional. Let's mark the location of your first story quest by opening the world map by pressing the M key. This is the map. The world map shows you every dungeon. So we're gonna move through dungeons. That's how the game will is supposed to be played. We are supposed to go to dungeons and explore the dungeons.
Right. So in this game, so you know, like we said, it's open world. I went and made a fully open world dungeon game. So there's no load screens in this game, other than when you first turn the game on, and secondly, if you join a group, like in a session. After you've entered the world, you'll never see a loading screen again. You walk in and out of dungeons as you please, and you walk whatsoever which one you want. So if you look at like an MMO, MMOs have instances though, right? If you walk in a dungeon, there's a load screen to an instance. I've removed the instances, so you'll be able to just walk into them whenever you want, however you want.
Okay, so we're supposed to go to the train station. This is our first quest, right?
Yep.
And right-click to create a waypoint. Nice. Now you can see the waypoint in the world in real time, like RPG. Okay, and I'm supposed to go to our first quest, right? That's what I'm supposed to do.
And just keep following that that message at the top left, though.
Now you can see the waypoint. Yes, okay, of course. Move your soul into your cat by pressing the X key to activate. Oh, we're gonna move like cats.
Yep. So this is the other half of the game. That's
very nice.
Very important.
Very good.
And I'm a little bit behind you, so on the stream.
Yeah, of course. Because we have a certain delay.
Yeah, and so I'm guessing you have one step left after becoming a cat, which will unlock multiplayer mode. So if you wanted me to jump into the game with you, that's when I'd be able to join.
Nice. Lastly, let's take a look at the online menu that allows you to play with others. To join or create a server, open the server menu by pressing the O key. or escape and then navigate to the server tab. Oh. I'm gonna create a server, right? I'm gonna give a password 1, 2, 3, 4.
You don't even have to do a password. You could just create it with no password and then whatever you want to do, and then I'll just join.
Great. Έγινε και μετά. Πάνε και μετά. Okay, on dark terms. Nice, very nice, very nice. So, Lunatic, hello. Τίποτα Lunatic, χαρά μας. So, for all of you that came now to the stream, we are playing with the developer. Hello, he's the developer of this game. It's an open world ghost hunting investigation game with RPG elements. And again, thank you very much for giving us the opportunity to play the game. It's an honor for us for you to be here and play with us. Are you in the game?
I should be joining here in a minute.
Nice.
My name should pop up on your screen. Let's see. Did my name pop up?
Yep, it did. Nice. For a second. Okay. Hello. So, what are we supposed to do now? Lead the way.
So at this point in time, it says complete training mode stage 1, right?
Nice. Yep, exactly.
So that little train station that you marked on the map, we want to head there to get started with learning the game mechanics.
Nice. Let's go.
I'm getting some snapping.
Is it gonna be any ghosts outside the world, or the ghosts are only in the dungeons?
As of right now, there are none in the world, but there is plans in the future to have things that actually walk around potentially at night, and because there's a day and night system in this game that's constantly running, and I plan to be pulling themed events in the game based on night and day.
Nice, very nice.
All right, so at this point, you can click on the tree, that like almost Zelda-looking tree to the right, and it's gonna ask you if you want to start the dungeon.
That's the dungeon.
You can only do
here.
Stage 1. Yep.
Stage 1, evidence and trades. During training, you will learn how to investigate dungeons and upload your evidence to level up. Training mode does not grant experience. Okay. In stage 1 of training, you will not be threatened by the entity. Okay. Because it's like it's just a training in order to understand how the game is supposed to be played, right?
Right, so because the game is so different from the other games, I needed to make sure that players were walked through step by step through how all these mechanics work.
Nice.
Because when I tested with JoJo, or I know a lot of people, or a friend of mine, there is this kind of habit of the typical ghost hunting game that they have, right? To go in, you know, where's this evidence? I'm looking for a room, right? And I'm like, no, that's different. And they're like, okay, well, how do I drop my items? And I'm like, you don't drop your items in this game. There's a backpack, and you just mouse wheel. You have it. So because everything's so different, I want to make sure that players can walk through that and get used to it before they go into an actual dungeon and experience that.
Great. So, you will, however, experience shortage of breath in the form of a stun caused by observing dark matter, capturing photos and readings of evidence. Okay, you will learn how to use your astral form to find evidence and help your player character take photos. Lastly, you'll learn about the trade system. Is it a trade system?
Yep, it's a special system for deducing ghost types or entity types.
In this game, the evidence alone tells you nothing about the type of entity you are dealing with, as all entities can spawn the same evidence. Oh, okay, that's new. You must find and expose a special trade cost for capturing photos and readings, then observe the ability the entity has. Only then will you will know what the entity is. Oh, so even if we found, for example, what the entities we're supposed to find. You know what? Start training. Let's go and start training. We're gonna figure it out. Okay, start training. Lunatic, καλώς ήρθες αγωνά μου. Να του λέει κάνει ένα show το Lunatic αν μπορείς, και να μου have a shout out for Lunatic. And I'm very sorry to hear that about your car being stolen and all this. I hope everything is good now. Things better. Interact. Start training. Am I in there? Where am I?
So the entrance is over here to the train station.
Okay. Let's go.
So now when you're doing this
So
this intro here,
this is supposed to be a dungeon? This is the dungeon?
so this is the training dungeon. However, you're gonna do it in stages, as you saw in the tree. So in the first stage, you can't get hunted or anything like that. I'm just gonna walk you through how to use items, how to collect evidence, and stuff like that.
Nice. So, entering a dungeon generates new optional objectives that grant additional experience points when you upload your evidence later to the objective board. Press the J key to open your journal and view the optional objectives. J. Your flashlight comes auto-equipped to your shoulder, so you don't have to worry about swapping it in and out with other items. Okay, that's good. Choose your journal, then press the F key to toggle your flashlight. I already did. So, what we're looking for? Firstly, it's critical you know that the 8 evidences in the game, each entity will only ever spawn 4. However, only 2 of the 4 will spawn when a dungeon is activated. To get the other 2 to spawn, you need to do something special called exposing the evidence trait. Okay. Which can only be done when we find and capture evidence. We'll talk about what a trait is later, but just for now, evidence alone cannot deduce the entity. Only the trait can. Now, mouse wheel and equip your spirit box so we can get started. So our objective, okay. Nice. The spirit box can do 2 things. Scan the environment for abnormal electrical currents near non-placed light sources and process the player's voice to speak to the entity. Okay, I can speak to the entity through my microphone, right? We have an in-game voice, right?
Yep.
Nice. You can walk around asking questions to the entity as much as you like, but finding abnormal electrical currents gives you an exact location of where to talk. However, there are consequences to scanning. Scanning produces a sound that the entity dislikes, and as such, each second it is active, it is possible to hallucinate or be targeted by the entity directly. So be cautious. Now here to the large arrow indicator, then tap left mouse to start scanning. Okay. I'm scanning. Okay. Am I supposed to share something with the scanning?
Yeah, just go ahead and you just stand there and wait, and eventually a spike should appear on your spirit box.
Okay. There is a spike. Am I supposed to walk throughout the map to search for something
Nope,
specific?
you want to stay where the arrow was.
Okay.
Nope, you want to stay where that arrow was and continue.
Okay. Nice. Electrical current is being detected. This is a good place to start communicating with the entity. Tap left mouse to stop scanning. Nice. Hold the V key, okay, while speaking into your microphone to try communicating with the entity. Your questions don't have to be specific. Be clear and provide short pauses between phrases. Okay. Are you here? The light turned on. This means the entity heard you and is ready to respond. Continue speaking with holding V. Are you good? It wrote. Mouse wheel and equip your camera. Equip your camera. Photos gone. Camera. What did it wrote? Cannot see anything. And equip your camera. Photos gone. Count toward experience points if the camera icon on your video camera screen is not lit up green. It is green. So make sure you are close enough to the writing since the dark energy emanating around evidence is unstable. It's possible to get stunned in place when capturing drastically reducing stamina, blah blah. You need to repeatedly tap the W key to break out as clearly as possible. What? Wrote here. Right.
So there should be an arrow pointing to the writing. And there's a little camera icon, right, to the top left screen. When that's green, that means now you can take a picture. If it's not green, it's not going to capture the picture.
Okay, so that's green. It means I can take the picture. Nice. Objective complete. Okay, normally evidence disappear after 2 minutes. Following the time it was spawned, writing and vocals disappear after 15 seconds. Black molded fingerprints are indefinite. Okay. Capturing a photo or reading none of black, okay, causes the evidence to disappear after 50 seconds. However, evidence will last indefinitely during training, regardless of capturing or not to give you all. So the writing thing will disappear after 50 minutes, after 2 minutes.
Yep. So in a normal dungeon, not writings though. Writings, whenever they are vocal, if a writing happens in a normal dungeon, meaning like easy normal, just not training dungeons, it'll disappear after 15 seconds. But the other evidences, like an orb or an EMF, will last for 2 minutes. And that's because when something writes, it always writes nearby. So you have 15 seconds to get it before it disappears.
Okay, nice.
But other evidences take time.
So, you can only store a total of 12 evidence. The sum of both photos and readings. The more evidence you upload at the end of your investigation, the more experience you'll get. You can delete evidence at any time. Go ahead and clear your evidence. Am I supposed to press clear photos and clear reading?
Yep, just clear it. Because you're learning in this experience, right? This is all just about learning the UI, how to clear your photos, etc.
Very nice. And it's very well done. Good job. Now let's capture vocalization evidence. Vocalization is found the same way as writing is found. By scanning. Okay, so everything is gonna be made with the spirit box. I'm supposed to stand here and scan. Okay. Let's go. Here? No, it's not here. Here. Get to the first. Okay. I'm scanning. So this is a training. It's like a tutorial. It's a very good tutorial. It's a walking through tutorial. That's very good. That's what I always suggest to developers that makes games to make a proper walking through simulator in order to understand everything about the game. And you have done a very good job so far.
Thank you.
An electrical current is being detected. This is a good place to start communicating with the entity. Tap left mouse to stop scanning, okay? And I'm supposed to speak, right? Yes. Are you here? Is here. The light turned on. This means the entity heard you and is ready to respond. Because continue speaking, okay. What are you? It spoke. You know this, your spirit box is purple, and the wave frequency is moving frantically. This is a paranormal sound wave or vocalization evidence. Right click to capture it. Okay, okay. Now let's look for some orbs. We need our astral form to expose them. So I'm supposed to transform my soul to the cat. Mouse will not equip, but we can still detect their existence through the video camera. Okay. When there is an orb nearby, the video camera can detect low energy spirits. Specifically, as you walk around, you will come across a female spirit that can only be seen in your camera. Sitting on the floor. Look around and see if you can find her. You can press the Q key to toggle between green and gray. What? Okay. So I'm supposed to walk through the map and find where the ghost is, right?
Yeah, so is there a big arrow during this stage or not? I'm aware that there may or may not be.
I don't see any arrow.
Yeah, each step is supposed to have the big arrow. So at this point, just gonna have to walk around and try to find her.
Okay,
so...
okay. Let's find her.
Oh, I found her.
Where is it? I want to see.
She's actually kind of near the middle. Let's see, where are you? Oh, right here. Do you see her on the floor?
Oh, yes, I see her. I see her. I can see her. I don't want to.
So her presence means that an orb is nearby.
This is the ghost that is haunting this place.
No, she's just a lost spirit that's been trapped here by the darkness. And without giving spoilers.
Okay, nice. So now I'm supposed to go to activate your astral form. Nice. Okay. I'm supposed to find an orb. Astral forms allows you to maneuver as your cat and investigate with a second pair of eyes. Yes, because cats can sense the spirit world. That's clever. To find orbs, you need to investigate the other side using your astral vision ability. Press the Q to activate astral vision. Okay. Now I'm supposed to. There is an arrow here now.
Okay. Yep. So that arrow is where the orb is.
Okay. I found ghost. Something was floating in the air. It scared me. It scared the crap out of me.
So if those touch you, they will kick you out of your astral form and hurt your stamina.
That's exactly what happened.
You have to crouch to hide from them by using control.
Okay, there is an orb. I can see orbs. Also, I can see this fellow here. So, do you see any phantoms nearby? Yes. If they catch you, they will kick you out of astral form and take 25 of your stamina. When you fight it, get very close and use your R ability to make the orb visible to your player camera so that you'll be able to take a photo of it. Okay. I got it. What's happening? Is it
again,
a ghost?
you lost all your stamina. Yeah. So again, you have to crouch when you're a cat like that, or else they'll always see you.
Nice. Okay, I got it. Sorry. So now I cannot turn to my astral form because I'm out of stamina.
Yeah, you hit 0. Let's see if it's gonna replenish. It may or may not replenish now during this phase. I might have to.
I can use.
Do you have a drink?
I can use. Yes, I have a drink. I can use my drink.
Yeah, the ghost will not detect you while crouched. When you uncrouch and walk, it will see you and start running at you. But if you crouch, he won't be able to see you anymore. He'll turn.
So,
around.
and I'm supposed to use R to make the.
Yeah, you want to get nice and close to that arrow. It's like a small little radius, and use the R key. You'll find it. It's like a little radius, and then it'll expose it and move you to the next step.
Now exit astral form when taking exit astral form. Okay, I did. Where is it? Change there is a change that the virtual spirit will spawn in response to your camera flash. You might have to jump with spacebar or crouch with a control key. If the spirit decides to attack you, look for the message hint above your video camera for the correct. Right click to capture a photo. Okay. Can I take the photo now?
Yep, so for this one, you just want to back up a little bit. You have to find a spot. You can't be too close to it to take the picture of her. So back up a little bit more until you remember the icon you want to be green.
What's happening?
I can
see a ghost. I can see a ghost. What the fuck was that? Okay, nice. In player form, footprints required the UV light to be seen. However, the Astral Guardian isn't bound by such signs. It's important to know that you cannot take a photo of footprints until you expose one using the R ability. So I'm supposed to take my form of the cat again, go to the astral form, and see where the footsteps is, right?
Yeah, so you want to run over to these arrows as your cat, and go on top of them like you did with the orb, and use the R ability. One of them will have like this big green aura on it. You don't need to use Q. You don't have to turn on the Q. You can just be a normal cat.
Okay, nice.
So you just walk up to those arrows and you'll see, you don't have to crouch either. So you only see the phantoms when you're in the Q ability. You don't see them without it.
So, okay.
So just use your R.
I found them.
Yep, so use your R ability on top of them. The cat is going to try to dig out. It's going to do an animation.
Okay, nice, very nice.
You're going to get on top of them nice and close. The paws have to be in the middle. So do this with each one until one of them turns like a bright green. Doing it once is all it should take.
Okay.
Until you get the right one.
So probably it's this one.
I think you missed one, yeah.
Nice,
nope.
This one.
Go to the one. Did you get it? Okay.
Was disturbed. Now you can take a photo of it, but you need to highlight it with your UV light before doing so. Exit astral form and press the C key to toggle your flashlight. Okay. Camera and UV light. Okay. With your UV light, reveal the right click. Where is it? Where is it?
Oh, I think it despawned.
Why?
It despawned. That's a bug that didn't get to fix before the beta.
Okay.
But more footprints are about to spawn in a second. So we're about to find footprints the way that you find it in the real game. So and in the real game, there's no arrows everywhere. That's just for training. So this entity should start spawning footprints again very soon. She might have already done so. So we can look around.
I'm supposed to turn myself to a cat again.
Yeah, so right now they're supposed to last forever so that you can do the tutorial and not have them disappear. But right now they're disappearing. I have to fix it. I'm aware of the bug.
Now I'm supposed to search for them by being a cat. Right?
Yes. Or you could be a human and look for the UV light, but I find that the cat is a little bit easier because it has a radius of detection for footprints.
Okay, okay.
So where are they?
I'm searching. So they despawn because there was more than 50 seconds. That's why.
So that was remember I said in the beginning. So footprints will disappear after 2 minutes of being spawned. So they did just disappear on their own because they just took a little while. Oh, I found them.
What is it?
Come towards the train tracks and go to the right.
What is the train?
So I'm gonna get up here in a second if you can see my name or not. In the back. So I'm over here.
Yeah, okay. I see you.
So right over here, if you come quickly, they're on the floor. So if you become a cat, I can see them. See them popping up. And then we can try to expose it, right? Like, oh, this one. So now put your UV light on and make sure that it's green in the icon, right? If the icon's not green when you take the picture, it's not going to count as a valid picture.
Why? Yes, it is green.
Because as soon as
Nice.
it looks close enough.
Next, look at the log. Next, we'll look for EMF evidence. Rare EMFs can spawn based on the activity level and are very easy to spot, as you will see. Debris. Who is debris? Rotating around an invisible vortex. But it's uncommon. Equip your EMF device and search around until the bulbs of your device begin to light up. All the bulbs on your device must be lit up to capture an EMF 5. Anything lower than that will not count towards experience points. Right click. Okay. I got it. EMF. I have an error. Okay. So usually,
Okay.
how much time do you think you're supposed to to have in order to complete the dungeon?
Just a non-training dungeon?
Yep.
I mean, it depends on the difficulty and it depends on the player, right? So I would like the average time to be, maybe 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes. I don't want players to be in a dungeon for an hour. I feel like that's a really long time.
It is a long time. So
But it might feel like... Go ahead.
there were floating items here. I took the EMF. Okay. EMF 5. Black mold and fingerprints are special evidence as they do not spawn until after an evidence thread has been exposed. And they last and definitely one spawned. We'll expose our first thread soon. For now, look around for black mold. We're supposed to find black mold. We can see black mold with naked eye.
Yep. Oh, I think I thought it was behind or something. Do you have the blinking arrow?
Yes.
So all the evidence in the training dungeon will have the blinking arrows to help the player just quickly learn and
This is
get
black
used to
mold.
the system.
Okay. Objective complete. Capture a photo of black mold. I did. Fingerprints can be found on surfaces like walls, vending machines, desks, etc. But never on the floor. Using your UV light, search around for fingerprints, then take a photo of it. Okay. That sounds good. That sounds like a plan. There's no error. Oh, there is an error. Sorry, there is an error.
All right.
It's outside. No, there's an error outside.
It should be on a wall. It's not on that wall? No, if you go to the train track area.
I can see it. Now I cannot.
Oh yeah, it's a little bit finicky there, but yeah, you should be able to get it though. Your thing's green. I can
What
see your
happened?
camera.
What happened? Failed. What happened?
Oh, you're being stunned now
Why?
because this is how the game works.
Okay. The last time this time that you can encounter is freezing temperature. However, this time we're going to trigger the trait that I talked about at the beginning of training, which has been disabled up until now. Go ahead and equip our thermometer, then walk around until your thermometer reaches 0 degrees. When it does, hold left mouse to activate your laser pointer. Okay.
Oh, there you go. Your stamina is regenerating now. So because it went to 0, it got broken for this part of the.
Okay.
So the way the thermometer is that it works like a normal thermo. It'll find cold temperatures in a radius. However, in this game, the cold temperature comes from a specific object in the entire dungeon. So you have to use the laser pointer when you get close to pinpoint exactly which object is causing the cold.
The laser point can pinpoint the specific object. Okay, so it's the machine. It's the machine, right?
Yep, when it turns purple, that's when you can right click. Purple means that's a valid evidence, now you can capture it.
It didn't turn purple.
Oh, do you have too many evidence in your log?
Probably. Let me check.
So if you have 12, it won't let you take any more.
Clear photos.
So you can delete one or all of them or whatever.
I have 3 readings and 9 photos.
A lot of photos, yeah. So yeah, you could just remove them and then do the laser and then it will work. Or take one, whatever you want to do.
Okay.
During training dungeons, you don't get XP, so you don't have to worry about that. However, you do need at least 1 evidence to upload and get experience later.
At least 2 evidence? 1, at least 1. 1.
Yeah, at least 1 to upload and leave the dungeon and get experience points.
Okay, you trigger the trade. Read carefully. Only 4 evidence types, footprints, temperature, writing EMF in the game can trigger a trade. Capturing a photo of reading of them will always show a trade timer on the screen for everyone in the group if playing multiplayer. However, only 1 evidence will actually spawn. The trade, so it's possible you'll need to trigger the trade for both evidence until you find it. It's your task to find it before the time runs out. In training, the time is infinite. But in not training, the time is 30 seconds. Only 30 seconds.
Yeah, and that time is probably going to be adjusted and scaled based on difficulties.
Okay. As soon as you trigger the trade for freezing temperature, you should set the entity type of the bottom. Did I do it? That's it? No, it's not.
Yeah, so right now there's no timer. Because it's the training mode, it's just gonna make the trait, and then you're eventually gonna go find the trait.
There is something here, probably, right?
Which step are you on? Oh, you're looking for the trait. Okay.
Now we need to find and expose a trait. Traits can only be exposed once per dungeon, therefore preventing evidence from crafting trait timers ever again. Okay. Search around for the freezing trait. They're supposed to be freezing.
Right, so I can see on your screen there's a massive frost cloud, right?
Yes.
That's the freezing trait, right? So when you take a freezing temp, it'll spawn potentially a special thing in the dungeon called a trait. That freezing cloud is the trait that the temperature spawned.
Okay, so
I got a little.
Am I supposed to do something else now?
So what you want to do is it should tell you inside the description up the top left that you have to capture a photo of the trait.
Get closer, take a photo. Okay, I'm gonna take a photo. Nice. Your exposure trait. Exposing the trait does 3 things. It allows the 2 evidence that were retrained at the beginning of the dungeon to start spawning. Allows the entity to start using abilities. And lastly, instantly causes the entity for hunt. That's not good. I think it's hunting. However, hunts and abilities have been disabled from this stage of training. As of now, you should know that the entity must be one of the 2 remaining types. To know exactly which one, you need to see the entity's ability. Okay, which you'll have to do on your own in training stage 3. So for now, you are done here. Exit the train station and enter the dungeon. Then interact with the objective board outside to upload your evidence. Okay, so we're done now. Right?
Yeah, we're all set. We can just leave the train station now.
Okay,
and then in order to upload, everybody has to leave the dungeon, and then you have to end the dungeon.
Okay. Danny,
so
hello, how are you? So I'm supposed to upload them here, right?
Yes, but you're not going to be able to until you end it. So you want to go, either one of us can, but if you want to do it, you can go to that tree again, which is the dungeon entrance, and click end dungeon.
Okay.
So in order to upload, you have to end the dungeon.
I'm gonna do it. So if this was not a training station, it was the real thing, the ghost will have started to hunt, right?
Yes.
And
wait, where are you? Are you still in the dungeon?
I'm trying to find the exit.
Oh.
I don't know where the exit is.
Hold on, I'm coming this way.
I forgot where the exit is.
There's no map. Oh, do you see me?
Yes, I see you.
I'm right by. All right, it's this way.
I forgot where the exit is.
All right, there we go.
Okay. Ah, it was here. Okay. So I'm supposed to end the dungeon. End training, right?
Yep, just end it.
It has demon, ghost, witch. That's the type of the ghost. That's
Yeah, don't start anything new or anything, so we don't like mess up the progress. Just end it.
End training, nice.
And then just end it. Go to the objective board and upload it so we can move to stage 2, and then we can talk about that stuff.
Objective board, nice. Determine the type of entity. Collect the evidence so that you're okay. Even if you're wrong about the entity, at least we can study your evidence. Select the entity you think it was, then upload your evidence. Determine the type of entity depending at dueling at the point of interest you choose to investigate. The more valid evidence you collect, the more experience you gain. Okay. What I'm supposed to do? Training station. Right.
Yep, choose a train station and then choose an entity type. At this point, you're going to guess because you don't know exactly which one.
I'm gonna guess that
because it's training.
It was Revenant. Okay, upload. You've reached level 2. Confirm
that's the progression system isn't built in yet, so don't worry about that.
So analyze complete. Your result. Confirmed entity wraith. It goes upload entity Revenant, so it was a wraith. Valid evidence collect 1 or from 12. Total capture attempts 20. Blah 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 blah. Project knowledge. Okay, close. Right.
Yep.
And we are done from
so
here.
This was a wrath demon. So in the game there's like a wraith and a wrath, and it gets a little confusing.
It's different.
The four demons in the ghost are 4 of the 7 deadly sins. If you're familiar with those.
From the
so it's wrath, gluttony, envy, and pride.
Nice.
Then the ghost is a wraith. So it's a little bit different. A wraith and a wrath.
Okay. Sorry about that.
No, that's okay.
Okay, so now complete training mode. Training mode stage 2. I'm supposed to go to the tree again.
Right. So this is where the new player progression part comes in. So you're going to complete the training in these little stages. Once you finish stage 2, you're going to go to 3. 3 is the actual kind of dungeon experience. That's where the hunts are. That's where all the death is and everything else. But we're slowly getting there.
Stage 2. Let's go. During training, you will learn how to investigate dungeons and upload your evidence to level up. Training mode does not grant experience. Okay. In stage 2, you'll start to be more familiar with the sanity system as it plays a critical role in your survival. Hallucinations can be deadly, but they can also be controlled if you manage your adrenaline pens and light sources properly. As you will come to find out, you can even destroy hallucinations with astral form. You'll also become acquainted with dying and how you can quickly return to the okay, so we're gonna die. The price you do pay for dying, however, is that your evidence will be lost. Oh, that's not good. Start training.
Right.
Let's go.
This stage is way faster than the other one.
Okay. Surviving the darkness can prove to be difficult, as there are many things that can kill you. However, there are also many tools available to you to help protect yourself against it. To start, let's talk about hallucinations. Hallucinations randomly spawns to the entire time your sanity is below 100. Our sanity is 95, okay. And they do not go away on their own. If you are too close to hallucinations, there is a chance that entity will teleport through the hallucinations to possess you. You need to tap W repeatedly to survive. Get to the large arrow indicator and wait for hallucination. Okay. What the fuck? Okay, that was cool.
All right, I need to do it as well.
Okay. That's good. That's awesome. There are 2 types of possession: those that occur when the entity awakens.
Yeah, you may want to stay away from that area for now.
Yeah, I know. I understand that. In training, let's talk about destroying hallucinations. Head to the large arrow indicator and wait. So, just a hallucination can kill you. You can kill them by using your astral form. How so? Firstly, you must have an active adrenaline buff. I think I have an adrenaline buff, right? Or not? Do I?
Yep, you have a pen.
I have a pen.
That's our ability? Yep.
You must have an active adrenaline buff on your character, which can be obtained by using an adrenaline pen. Adrenaline pens instantly give you sanity, and they also prevent hallucinations from spawning from the duration of the buff. In addition, the buff enables you to destroy hallucinations. Go ahead, press the R key to use an Okay. Adrenaline pens are powerful, so you'll want to craft lots of them and bring them. Okay. During this training stage, consumables will be free of use and the adrenaline. Okay. Now enter astral form. Okay. Your astral guardian is your protector, and so if it can see things you cannot, as well as protect you from things you cannot defend yourself against. So how do you destroy the hallucinations? Get close to it and press the T ability. Where is it? T. It's gone. While you have the adrenaline
kill
buff.
yours?
What? I think I killed it.
Okay, you killed it?
Yeah, I think so. Yes. Now X does a format press T key to drain. Okay, to drain sanity. Nice. Energy drinks provide an instant stamina increase, so you don't need to wait for your passive stamina to replenish. Reaching 0 stamina exhausts your character, prevent your ability to sprint for 10 seconds. You'll want to make good use of those during hands. Now press Control key to crouch. Okay. Crouching is important because when an entity awakens, makes a loud cry and can be seen walking around invisible manifestation. What is that? Who is speaking? This is the cat?
Are you hearing the whispers?
Yes, I'm hearing a whisper.
Oh, that's your hallucinations.
Ah!
Okay.
However, crouching makes it extremely difficult for the entity to hear you, allowing you to sneak up close to it undetected. Awakens are deadly because they prevent astral form. When you are ready, head to the large arrow indicated to turn on the light source. Okay, I can see hallucination. Okay, so let's go. Let's move on. Here. Light sources are important to keep your sanity up without having to use adrenaline pens back to back, because they slowly regenerate sanity over time. If you are close to them, they can only be on for so long, though, and okay. Light sources can also protect you from the entity if it awakens and chases you. Now head to the large blinking arrow indicator. Okay. I have a pen. I have an apple. Apple pen. Λοιπόν. Okay, so do you see the bar label activity? Yeah, I can see activity. It's 32. In the bottom left corner to the screen. Yeah, I can see it. That is a measure of how often the entity will attempt to hunt. But it's also a measure of how often rare evidence. Evidence that can be visible apparently, like an EMF vortex, making it easy to find. Spawns. Additionally, if the activity reaches 100, it cannot go down and will cause the entity to enrage, make it extremely dangerous during hunts. Now equip your lighter. Where's my lighter?
Oh, right now you can't see while crouched. So I'm gonna add like a.
Remember when you okay, I'm uncrouched. Remember when you craft biofusion? Well, now we can use that to destroy corruption to reduce the activity level, so that it doesn't reach 100. You need to have your lighter active and at least one biofusion. I do have a biofusion, right? I do. What's that? I can hear someone screaming.
That was the nun who awakened. Ignore her.
Find the corruption under the large arrow indicated to hold T. Then hold T. Hold D. Oppa. Okay. Destroying corruption lowers activity level, so the activity is 1. By different amounts depending on the difficulty. So what now? We have one more thing to do, and that's to meet Bwonsombdi. That's right, it's time to die. I don't want to die. I'm sorry, but it's the only way for you to learn. I mean, Bwonsombdi death mechanic. When you're ready, head to the large arrow indicated when you're death. We're gonna die, people, that's it.
Yeah, I gotta learn some way.
Finito la musica, passata la fiesta. I died. And now what? Welcome to the afterlife. Notice that you are in your astral form. Where you die, your spirit is fragmented into the life essence trees, but your journey is not over because you can return to life at any time by speaking with Bwonsombdi. The only cost you pay is that you lose all of your evidence when you die. However, the dungeon stays active, and the ending does not change, so it's not a complete reset. Run around and collect 5 life essences. Where is it? Where are they?
Where are they, or what are they?
What are they?
Oh, the life essences is so when you die, your spirit kind of the energy gets broken and scattered. And so if you go and collect those pieces and bring them Bwonsombdi, he can use them to bring your body back
to bring
in
you back
full
to life.
replenishment.
Okay, I got it.
Now he'll always be able to bring you back, but if you don't collect the life essences, you come back with like very low sanity and stamina.
I did found one. We are supposed to find 5 of them.
You need to get all. You should have all the arrows.
I do.
You should just pick all of them up.
Nice. And I'm supposed to do that in a certain time.
No, there's no time limit. Except for if you're alone, then yes, there will be a time limit because the dungeon will say, hey, the dungeon's gonna reset at 1.5 minutes if you don't get back in there. If you're playing online and someone's alive in the dungeon, then the timer won't pop up because someone's in the dungeon.
I understand. Because someone is alive. Okay. Nice.
Like right now, I'm alive in the dungeon, so there's no timer.
Head to Bwonsombdi and ask him to revive you. Okay. Bwonsombdi, where are you? Okay, it's very interesting and unique. Very clever. I really like the game so far. So this is Bwonsombdi. I want you to revive me. Yes, return me to the living. Aha! Bwonsombdi is your only way to return to the living, and he requires life essences for you to return with full attitude. Sanity and stamina. Each essence you collect, you will grant 20 sanity and stamina upon resurrection. Find and take a picture of the black mold that has spawned nearby, so we have some evidence to upload. Okay.
Now you want to come back in, and there's going to be some black mold. It's actually massive. I have to fix it. It's on this vending machine.
Yeah, okay.
Just take a picture of that.
Capture a photo of black mold. We did. That wraps up stage 2 of training. Leave the train station and upload your evidence. It doesn't matter what you select for an entity. Nice, very nice. Let's go. We're supposed to end the end the stage. Nice. End training. Yep. So guys, what do you think about the game so far? Do you want to ask any questions? Do you have any suggestions to propose to the developer? Feel free to write to the chat. Train station. Select an entity. Wrath and Wraith. Yeah, okay. Necromancy. Necromancy is one of my favorite class in RPG games. And
oh, really? Okay, yeah. Yeah, like Warlock / Necromancy, yeah, for sure.
The view of the cat. Okay, so close. Now we're ready for stage 3, right?
So this is the last stage, and this is the stage where you actually finally get to do hunts, and many other things. However, I don't have stage 3 right now, so you can't do stage 3. So it's like an MMO where if someone's gear score is too low, they can't go in, right? Or if they're too low level. So what I have to do is, because I had a bug, I wasn't able to kill the hallucination, so I couldn't catch up to you. However, what I can do, I'm going to leave the server. I'm going to do that tutorial myself on my own server. I'll finish it to get to stage 3, and I'll come back.
Okay.
So if you want to... Go ahead.
Do you want... I'm going to wait then for you to finish it.
Okay. I was going to say, yeah, if you wanted to go in and try by yourself, you could. Otherwise...
No, I don't want to try it by myself. I'm afraid. I'm scared.
Okay, so let me go ahead and just leave the server.
Okay. I'm going to wait.
Now, if you want... while you're sitting around... Yeah, you can read about these items right here. If you click Y, you can read about all of them because these are in dungeons and you haven't seen them yet. The most interesting one is the Summon and Circle, in my opinion.
I see. Summon and
as an RPG person, I think you'll really like this one when we do it.
Okay, we're gonna do it. I'm gonna wait for you. Summon. Go away. Summoning circles. Summoning cycles are special items found inside dungeons that can be interacted with by holding the E key to place a summoning skull on its offering plate. Once activated, the door to the demonic realm, the demonic realm will open for you to walk through. In the demonic realm, there will be a large ancient closed books that you will need to approach while holding your lighter active. Once close enough, the books will react to the heat of your lighter opening on their own. Be careful though, because every book except for the one you need is a mimic. Clever. It's a mimic. Okay. That can kill you if you get too close to it after it has been opened and awakened. When you find a book that is not a mimic, Equip your spirit box and speak to it, saying, "Hail the darkness." This will cause a writing or vocalization evidence to spawn instantly, and the demonic realm will close. You have 1 minute to find the correct book. Summoning cycles can only be used once every 3 minutes. They are a great way of getting evidence quickly. That sounds very interesting. We're gonna do that. Can we do that later? You can do that, right?
Yeah, we can do that.
Nice. Very nice.
So if you're like familiar with, Phasmo's kind of cursed items, right?
Of course.
So the way that I did these items is that you want to use these if you're doing a speed run and you want to get evidence quick. The summoning circle and the spirit charm will instantly kind of grant these evidences, so you don't have to waste time. But they're dangerous. You can also use them if you're struggling. So if you're having a hard time finding evidence, the summoning circle and the spirit charm are a good way of getting evidence. Quickly as well.
I got it. So we can use those instead of investigating the dungeon. Every dungeon has an item that can randomly become activated by the entity and must be deactivated by interacting with it. In time of random player will be targeted by the entity and pursued. This pursuit is referred to as a flash hunt, a special mini hunt in which only the players it has targeted is chased. The entity can only be stopped if you take a picture of it when it gets close to you or by running out of the dungeon. If the entity reaches you during a flash hunt, you will lose sanity. This mechanic scales with dungeon difficulty. That's a different one. That sounds very good, very interesting as well. That's that. There's another one here. There's a plate. Spirit charms are special items found inside dungeons that can be interacted with by holding the E key to place a crow's foot onto its offering plate. Once activated to one of 4 evidence, footprints, freezing temperature, CMF, or orbs will instantly spawn an enhanced version of itself. Read more about enhanced evidence in the what we know. What we know tab, okay, in your game menu. However, there is a price. When the evidence is spawned, evil spirits will spawn as well and will search around looking for players to kill. You'll have 1 minute to find the evidence after which the spirit will be spawned, and the evidence will disappear. If spotted, you can line of sight. You can line of sight or lose the spirits. The spirits by running behind something for 2 seconds. Okay, so if the ghosts lose you from its line of sight, it will stop hunting you, right?
Yes.
It's like Phasmo. This is like Phasmo. Okay. The spirits by running behind.
Yeah, except that the ones that get spawned from the spirit charm, they're not the entity itself. They are evil spirits that get spawned from the afterlife.
Okay.
That will just they'll just float around, and if they see you in their cone, they'll chase you, and then you can LOS them. The entity is something entirely different.
Nice, very nice. The spirits by running behind something, okay, chance can only be used once every 3 minutes. So if I use one of them, I cannot use for instance, if I use the offering plate, can I use the summoning cycle as well? No, I guess.
Yes. No. You can use both.
I can use both. So far we can use 3 different mechanics if we're not able to find evidence, right? The telephone,
2.
the phone, the summoning cycle, and the plate.
No, so the phone is a ghost event. So in Phasmo, you have a ghost event, right?
Yep.
Where it just kind of appears and it tells you some information or something. The ghost events in this game is going to be themed based on a dungeon. So in this one, let's say there's a phone. The phone rings. The way the ghost event works is you have to interact with the ghost event. Right now, you have to shut it off. If you don't shut it off, the entity will choose one person and hunt only them. What happens is your screen turns red. If you've ever played Madison, if you're familiar with that game,
yes, of course,
with a camera,
of course,
yeah, and you take pictures, that's what it is. You have to do a flash with your camera when it gets close to you to make it go away.
Ah, nice, very nice. Okay.
So it's not an evidence thing; it's just a ghost event.
Okay. And what is what it will help you with to find why would you like to do that?
No. The ghost event is bad. Right, so if a ghost event happens, it means a phone starts ringing out of nowhere. You want to shut that off. That's the entity messing with you. It's not a good object.
Okay, so
you want to stop it.
Okay, I understand.
Ghost event is bad object. You always shut that thing off.
Okay, I
The
got it.
spirit charm and the summoning circle are the ones you want to use. Those are the ones that can give you evidence.
Okay,
So you can't activate a ghost event. Only the entity.
So if the phone will start ringing, it means that the ghost initiated a ghost event, and we're supposed to go and find where the phone is to shut it down.
Yes.
Nice, very nice. Okay.
And that'll be a different actor. So in different dungeons, right? There's like a mansion, there's a library, there's an amusement park, there's different locations. Based on what location you have, that ghost event will change. It might not be a phone. So it might be like a grandfather clock or an old TV that turns on in the mansion and you have to shut that off. So each dungeon is themed. It's not going to be the same items in every dungeon.
Great.
The music is, so the ambience changes in every dungeon. The items, the ghost events change in every dungeon. And you also have the spirit charm. When the spirit charm gets summoned, the entities that come from the other world are different based on which place you're located in. So in the amusement park, as an example, when you use the spirit charm, all of the toys in the amusement park will jump off and start running around trying to find people. They're evil and they will kill you. So you want to like hide from them, but at the same time, you want to try to find the evidence because it gave you a free evidence somewhere, but you have to avoid them.
I understand.
So that's just an example.
Oh,
Now, at this point in time, go ahead.
Oh, no. Continue.
I was just going to say, in order to use the summoning circle and the spirit charm, we have to go collect what's called a crow's foot for the spirit charm and a skull for the summoning circle. There actually, there's some right down the stair steps outside here that we can go get so we can use it in case you want to experience it.
Right now we're going to use to make stage 3, right?
Right, so in stage 3, we can actually use the summoning circle.
Nice.
And we can use the spirit charm.
Okay, so are you ready? Did you do it?
I'm ready, yeah. Let me go. So if we go over here, down these stairs, I think I put a summoning circle. I did.
There is
a crow's
biohallucinating mushroom. I'm gonna take it.
Yeah, so if you come down here, there's a skull, and then there's a crow's foot hanging from this, if you can see me.
I can see you.
There's one in each bus little stop here, there's an item that you can loot.
I took
Over here,
the summoning skull, and this is the foot.
Yep. And these are the 2 items you need in order to activate the spirit charm and the summoning circle.
Nice, very nice. So what would you like to do now?
So we can head into the stage 3 and actually experience hunts.
I don't want to.
Oh, you don't want to? Okay.
I'm okay. Okay, let's go. So, if the ghost will start to hunt, how am I supposed to avoid it? Lose the line of sight?
So let's do this. There is we're gonna start with the ghost, not the demon and not the witch. All right. So in this game, every hunt is different based on the type. There's not just one hunt in this game. There's not, you get hunted and then you just hide. There's no hiding, by the way. So let me just start with this. There's no hiding, and you get locked in just like a normal ghost. You can't run away. However, in this game, you have to end the hunt. Every time you get hunted, you have to end it. And each hunt has a mechanic that has to be executed to end that hunt.
Okay.
So the demon, the ghost, and the witch hunt in completely different ways. Like completely different. Now to know how they hunt, over here near the objective board, there's a little hunt info monitor that you might have seen. So if you want to know right now how the ghost hunt works, you can read about it on this thing. So you can know how it works before you even enter the place and then get destroyed.
Demon, the ghost, the witch is like a type of the entity of the ghost that will. If I choose the demon, I immediately will know that in this dungeon, the ghost will hunt this way, like a demon, right?
Right.
And I can choose. So it's kind of I can choose that for myself in every dungeon, or it's just because it's a tutorial.
Nope, in every dungeon.
In every dungeon.
So you kind of think of it like an actual like RPG or MMO dungeon. Like so in an MMO, right, you have multiple dungeons, and different dungeons can be themed. Like in World of Warcraft, you have the Firelands, you have the Burning Crusade, the Black Temple. So it's kind of like saying if I go to the Black Temple, I'm fighting all the creatures from Illidan's legion. But then if I go to Firelands, I'm fighting those type. So in this game, you can select I want to go against the demons. So when you go in there, you know it's a demon. However, you don't know which type of demon. There's 4 types of demons, 4 types of ghosts, and 4 types of witches. So you have to figure out which one it is of the one you selected.
Let me recap. Okay, let me recap.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot to comprehend with this at the moment, but okay. There are 3 different types of hunts. Okay, and this, if I choose the demon, I know that it will hunt like this. When hunting, demons feed on their victim's fear, increasing their moving speed by a small amount every second until either all its victims are dead or the ritual causing the hunt ends. Overview: a cycle of dark monks chanting a summoning spell will spawn at the beginning of the hunt. You need to find them and blow out the candles they are holding in a specific sequence. Okay. Memorize the symbols they are holding, then search around for a book that contains the same symbols that you memorized. Expano, good night. Thank you very much for being here. That you mentioned. There will be only one correct book during this time. The entity will attempt to interrupt you by teleporting to your other players' locations in constant intervals. The number of monks that spawn is scaled by the number of players alive at the time the hunt began. So if we're gonna be 2, so they're gonna appear 2 monks.
So there's gonna be it's 3 for 1 person, 4 for 2, 5 for 3, 6 for it keeps. So in this game, I wanted to make sure that if you go in with 4 people, the game doesn't just get easy because it's 4 of you. I scale the difficulty based on the number of people in the group.
So it will be
that way. It's always difficult.
So it will be even harder if there are more people.
Yes. So that way, when you play alone, you don't feel like you have a disadvantage versus when you play with a group.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Find the ritual, memorize the symbols of the candles that monks holding, find the books with magic symbols you memorized, blow out the candles in the sequence of the book listed in the symbol scene. Okay. The ghost. When hunting, ghosts have an unending desire to defend the territory, cursing the sigils that bind them to the other side and trapping their victims until they are repaired. Overview: large vertical coffins and red cursed sigils will spawn throughout the area at the beginning of the hunt. You'll need to enter that coffin, and I'm gonna enter a coffin?
Yes, you have to step through the coffin to the other side.
I don't want to go to the other side.
And you can stay here and then die. So it's up to you.
The number of sigils to repair is called. So, in summary, search the other side for the books with the sigil sequence. Be mindful of your exposure to the other side when crossing coffins. Repair the sigil defined by the sequence in the book. Okay. The witch. When hunting, witches use different forms of dark magic to inflict suffering on their victims, invoking souls that they have converted into weaker people to surround their prey, teleporting through them to receive their victim. It will not stop until the correct weaker totems have been burned. Overview: a large witch table and multiply preserved wicked people spawn at the beginning of the hunt. You need to find the witch table and memorize the glowing symbol displayed on the table. Be careful though. The witch can only be seen in your video camera set at the beginning of the hunt. In addition, wickers that begin animating indicate that the witch is going to emerge from it. The number of wicked people that spawns at each phase is scaled by the number. So how many wicked people is gonna spawn? It's the same like the demons, like the monks?
No, it's different. I think on single player, it's like 6 of them, and then 8 of them, and 10 and 12. It keeps going up based on how many people in the group.
Great. Find the witch table. Memorize the symbol on the book. Find and bend the wicked totem. The magic sigil. Your item must be out and active. So we have 3 categories of like roles. 3 different roles. There are 4 demons, 4 ghosts, and 4 witches. The witch role, right? That's how it goes.
So if you open up one of your UIs called the database, so if you escape from here, you can click the shortcut, which is L, or you can click escape and go to the database tab.
What we know,
which we saw in the database tab. This is where you can check off and cross out what entities you're dealing with. So it says database. It looks like a pile of books.
I see it.
Oh yeah, because I'm behind. So at the bottom right, you can see the entity types, right? And there's your 4 demons, and you can page over with the arrow. And then you have to the left is the traits. And that was that thing you did at the very end. There was a frost cloud and you exposed it. Every single entity has a different themed trait. So demon that you had that cloud of frost. Well, that's not the same for a ghost. A ghost has a frost trail. So as it walks around, the frost follows it rather than sitting in one place. And if you have a witch, she's different as well when you have a freezing. So you go through here and you have to figure out, okay, this one was, so like the one you're on right now, I think you're on
Demon.
Envy, right?
Envy,
Envy
yes.
demon. And you see to the left, it says an envy demon can have a cold air trait, which is when you hover over it, that's a freezing temp. Or it can have a creeping corruption trait. That's from footprints. So if you go in there and you have a footprint and you take a picture, the little timer will pop up the message that says, find the trait in 30 seconds. When you hover over creeping corruption, it's going to say, this is the thing you're looking for. So before you looked for a cold air, well, not if it's a footprint, you're looking for something else entirely.
I got it. I got how
Each evidence will do a different trait that you have to find. You have to find it, take a picture of it, and then you activate the next phase of the investigation.
I got it. I got it. It looks okay. It's very good. It's very good. Very unique. And also, I like the idea that there are roles. There is the demon ghosts. That envy, gluttony, pride, and wrath is in the demon ghosts. This is
the demon entities. Yeah,
the demon entities, because from the apocalypse. There are ghosts
from the 7 deadly sins.
Yes, from the 7 deadly sins. Poltergeist, Revenant, Wraith, and Ure. And there are the witch, blood, chaos, necromancy, and voodoo. You know what? I like it very much.
I like it a lot.
I like it a lot. It's very good.
Each one of these entities has their own ability that you see at the top, right? However, you're not gonna see this ability until you expose the trait.
I got it.
So when you took the picture of that cloud and you remember your screen shook and it made a weird sound, right? That means when you expose the trait, you piss off the entity. And now it will show its true forms and it will start using abilities to kill you. That ability, though, tells you exactly which entity it is. So right now, if you check off Frost Trail, for example, you put a checkbox on that. Now you know it's 2 out of 4, right? Well, in order to know which one of the 2 that's left, you have to see the ability that thing did. Now you know exactly which one it is.
So
if you have Polti and Yuri, you can click on Polti Yuri and say, what abilities do they have?
Ability. So that's the behavior of the ghost. So you can figure out what the ghost is, even with the behavior of the ghost, right?
Right. So it's a trait, and then it's in a behavior essentially, and then that tells you the entity. And so there's a couple of cool ones here, like the Envy Demon. So when I was writing the abilities, I pulled from real lore and real life. And then pull that into the dark fantasy. So the Envy Demon, because it's so jealous, it wants to be you. So my Envy Demon is a doppelganger. It will copy its victim. One player in the group, it'll look just like them as it's walking around, which can make it confusing in multiplayer. And then what the demon will do is it'll copy what its player does. So if you start running, it can run too. And if you walk, it'll walk. If you stop, it'll stop.
So it will be very difficult to understand if it's a player or the ghost.
Yes, and if it hunts, that becomes really difficult because when your friend is looking at what he's like, so during the demon hunt, it talked about these monks and you need to look at a bunch of candles. If your friend is looking at the candles and turns out the demon is there too with the candles and you say, hey buddy, what are you doing? And it's actually the demon and she goes running at you and you die.
Okay.
So everyone has to kind of communicate and say, no, that's not me.
I got it. Don't take it. Hello, πώς είσαι φίλε, καλησπέρα. Welcome. So, it's very nice. It's very nice. It's very good. I like the lore. I like the whole demon thing with the apocalypse, the 7 sins. I like that you have separated the ghosts, the witch ghosts. That you can understand there is a difference between evidence and the evidence traits. That every ghost has its own ability. I like when the ghost hunting game puts behaviors in the ghosts. I like it very much. I like the database. I like the UI. I like it very much. I like how the game is supposed to be played, and I like that it's an open world and it has RPG elements. That's 2 of my favorite things: ghost hunting game, horror with RPG. What more should I ask, right? So let's go to stage 3 now.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, very good job. Congrats, very good job. Let's go to stage 3.
Just to mention really quick, because it is a cool concept. With the ghosts, okay, there is a wraith and a revenant, right? However, I pulled the wraith and revenant lore from real life. So what will happen is when the ghost shows its ability, a wraith looks like a grim reaper. So you're actually gonna see first like a little girl or a man. You'll never see its true form. But when you activate it, you might see the grim reaper. That's the wraith, and it has this massive scythe. And this scythe has abilities. He can one-shot people with his scythe. He will swing in a hunt. And if you don't hide in a coffin, everybody dies. He's extremely powerful.
Oh.
And the Revenant is an undead skeleton raised by a necromancer that walks around with armor and a sword. And he's very cool. And he's very fast.
Okay.
The game is very like, I go deep into the dark fantasy.
Very
because
nice.
fantasy is a very,
I love it's a passion of me. Fantasy, RPG, horror is what we do. It's what we like. We live for those kind of stuff. So are all the ghosts available in the game at the moment?
All the ghosts are available right now, yes.
Okay, nice, very good.
Now some of them are still being tweaked. Like my Blood Witch still has to get a tweaked a little bit. Like there's some of them that need to be a little bit better. But there are some that are definitely more refined than others. But what we can do is we can kind of just show off to you, firstly, that summoning circle I told you about with the mimics. So we can activate the dungeon. We'll go in, we'll find the summoning circle, and we'll just use it.
Nice. Let's go. Stage
now
3.
we have
what would you like me to choose? A witch, ghost, or demon?
We can do ghost. I think that's going to be the easiest one for you, because there's kind of like a hiding mechanic. You go in the coffin. When you're in the coffin, he can't get you. Keep this in mind. He can't ever touch you. But you have an exposure bar.
So I have an exposure bar. So I cannot stay hidden in the coffin forever.
No, exactly.
I got it. That's exactly what I was about to ask. So you covered me. Start training.
All right.
Γιώτα, can you send... Στείλε μου αυτό που έβαλε στο Discord server, μου άρεσε πάρα πολύ το βάζω να πετάγεται. Αν μπορείς στείλ το βάλτε στο τέτοιο.
What was that?
There was a hallucination.
Oh, you got one already?
Yes. So now it's like the real thing, right?
Now we're doing the real thing. Yep. So I'm looking around for the summoning circle. On the floor. Oh, here it is. Found it.
What is it?
So, you have a skull from before.
Yes, I do.
You can place the skull down by holding E. I'm behind you anyway. You can place it holding E, and a door will open and you're going to go in. And I'm going to walk you through the process.
Okay.
So when you're ready...
We're going to die, guys.
When you're ready, put your skull on that plate, and we will begin.
Whoa. Okay. What the fuck? That looks amazing.
So let's go ahead to the other side. You can only go in through one side. It's one-dimensional.
Okay.
Oh, that's me. I'm getting possessed.
Okay,
okay.
What I'm supposed to do now?
Let me show you. So take out your lighter. Be very careful. Be careful. Okay, see that bench? Right here. There's a bench.
Where is the bench?
Go up to that book right here. There's a bench. Go up to the book. Be careful. Okay. Leave that one alone. I'm gonna show you something cool.
Okay.
You got very lucky. Let's go this way.
Okay.
Oh, see this book? Use your lighter and go up to it. Oh, what's out?
That's a mimic.
This is the mimic.
Okay, nice, very nice.
We are in the demonic realm. Okay.
Nice.
Our goal was to find the right book that will give us the evidence. That is not the right book.
Okay.
Right?
What's happened?
Okay, the summoning circle closed the demonic realm on us. You only have 1 minute to find the right book.
Get the crap out of me. Try to possess me.
Okay.
So we cannot do it again. It's closed, right?
No, it's on cooldown. So when it's back, it's 3 minutes. When it comes back, we can do it again.
And we are supposed to find the correct book.
Yeah, so you found the right book. You got so lucky. You found it on the first try, and then I made you look at a mimic.
But you want me to look at the mimic. Nice, very nice. Also, it's a very good. I liked how the door comes out of nowhere. It's like a Stephen King book. Tower.
Yep. Oh yeah.
I like
So
it
let's
very much.
see if we can get some kind of. So now at this point in time, when you were going through the tutorial, I told you that. Oh, I'm getting. It's coming after me. I have to take a picture of it. I don't know where it is.
And now I'm supposed to look around for evidence. How am I supposed to know where to look?
So in the beginning of the game, I mentioned that only 2 of the 4 evidence would spawn, right? So one of them is always an evidence that comes from the spirit box. So you can use that spirit box to try to get the wave and talk to it.
Okay. So I must initiate. I must activate the scanning on the spirit. Okay, I see some waves. It means that it's here.
You want to wait for the spike. So there it is.
Okay.
So you have a spike, right? Now you can talk. You're near where the light source is.
Are you here? Oh, no. No, give me a second. I'm still learning the game.
Are you here?
Can you
Where
hear
was
me?
that spike?
It hurt me. Where are you? Can you give us a sign? Can you give us a sign? Where are you?
Oh, it's right here. Hello? I think it's this light that we're underneath. Hello?
Are you here?
It's not responding right now.
Can you give us a sign? Where are you? Doesn't do anything.
Yeah, interesting. It's not responding right now.
Dark coffin.
All right, so
Dark corruption.
let's
What's
see.
that?
Oh, there's an EMF.
There's a dark corruption here.
So that's the burning activity level. So if we want to get the activity down, if we think it's getting too high, we can bring it down by burning that.
Okay, I'm gonna burn it.
Okay. And there's an EMF level 5 over here.
Whoa. What? Let me see.
See it?
Yes, because they're floating.
So you can right click that.
We all float down here.
I'm going to put this
I
light source
float
on.
too.
So pay attention to your sanity. So the lower your sanity gets, the harder it is to break out of that possession.
I saw that. So I'm gonna take a pill.
Now on training mode, it's been kind of like very nerfed, so it should feel easy to break out. But as you go on higher difficulties, it could be very difficult to break out if your sanity is too low.
Yes, but if I will stay near to the light, my sanity is gonna be it's gonna be better, right?
Yeah, you can raise it up with this light as high as you want until the light shatters, right? When it shatters, you can never use the light again.
Nice.
Not until you do a new dungeon.
Okay.
Or you can use your pen. Your adrenaline pen will also give you instant adrenaline, like a potion.
I got it. I took a sanity pill.
All right, so we got an EMF, and I wasn't paying attention. So we got an EMF, and
Now-
the EMF might be a trait.
EMF.
paying attention.
Now I can go to the database and see and put and mark the EMF, right? Is that how it works?
Yep, you got an EMF. Yeah, so that one marks off the evidence. But if you go down to the trait, there's a thing called a shadowy presence. If you hover over it, it says a trait that's created from an EMF.
Capturing a critical fear EMF
So-
file will spawn a shadow figure that can only be seen by flashlight. Take a photo of the trait when you see it to expose. Okay, continue.
So the next time we get an EMF, we'd want to look around for that shadowy figure to see if that's the trait.
And I can
Because
see-
that's what's going to get us to the ability.
And I can only see that with a camera, right? With a photo camera.
What did it say? Did it say a flash? No, a flashlight, right? A flashlight.
Flashlight. I have my
So you don't need a
flashlight.
camera or anything. So if you walk around with a flashlight, what'll happen is you'll see like literally a massive shadow.
I have my flashlight
that
all
basically
the time
doesn't
with me.
exist. Right. So as long as your flashlight's on, just got possessed.
Okay, you got possessed.
Yeah. Now I'm thinking we might have to. Oh my God, he's running around because he's awakened.
What am I supposed to do?
Where is he? Okay, so when he's awake, awake means you can see him physically walking
Yes,
around.
I saw him.
Now, if you see that, he can hear your footsteps. One way to avoid him is to crouch. While you crouch, he has a very small radius where he can hear you.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever he screams all like loud and crazy and he's walking around, it's usually best to crouch around so that he doesn't hear you.
Where is the coffin?
And when we get hunted. So if he decides to hunt soon, which he very well might.
Requires infused lighter fluid. I want to burn corruption, but I can't. Because it says requires infused lighter fluid. I don't have that.
Yeah, so it looks like at this point you'd have to craft more.
Mm-hmm.
So normally, right, you would probably want to craft as much as you can and then go into a dungeon.
Nice, very nice. Ρώτα και αυτό στείλ το. Okay, I see. So, if the activity goes to reach...
Oh, I found a light.
Found the light? Where?
I found some little waves here, kind of near the entrance back here. The waves are kind of going crazy, so I would assume that this light right here... What the hell? Okay, he's awake, so you can hear us. I'm gonna try not to walk around. Hello?
Try to possess me.
Anyone here? Oh, there we go. Can you you can talk if you want to try to get it to do something. Hello?
Can you give us a sign? Κοντζόνι, καλησπέρα.
Jesus. I'm gonna use my adrenaline.
It gave me a sign.
Jeez.
You died?
I have too many hallucinations.
You died?
No, I'm still alive. Hello?
Can you give us a sign?
Oh, it wrote.
It wrote. Okay, I'm gonna take a photo.
Right over here, same spot. Okay,
Nice.
so right now we're not getting the message. So it looks like, oh, he's coming. Okay, he's gone. I have 0 sanity.
What, again?
Yep, my sanity's at 0, so I'm gonna stop hallucinating constantly.
My sanity is at 0 as well. So,
This is bad.
so what am I supposed to do now? Run?
Now we can use light sources. No, see this light source? I'm standing next to it to get my sanity up. I just put this one on.
Okay. Ο Holly, τι κάνεις, πώς είσαι, καλησπέρα. Παίζουμε με το developer. We're playing with the developer a brand new ghost hunting world open RPG game, which is awesome.
So we got writing and we got EMF.
Yep. Now
at this point, those are the only 2 evidence that we can possibly... Oh god, he's coming.
Now can we place the evidence?
No, because it looks like I don't think the trait timer in this particular dungeon is working right now.
Why?
However, I don't know, probably because this brand new experience that I just like put together through the walkthroughs and everything like that. I think that stage 3 is not turning on the timer so that we can find the trait.
So we
However,
yes.
I have another dungeon that we can kind of cheat and sneak to right now.
Okay, let's go. Let's do it.
That should work.
Let's do it.
All right, let's get out of here.
So basically now, if we were playing in a real dungeon, we will be able to initiate a trade, right? Because we found 2 evidence.
Right, so what would have happened, and it didn't pop up for you because it was broken, when we took the EMF or the writing picture, on the top left of your screen would have been a timer, and it would have said, find the trait. And you would have ran around and looked for it. You just would have went around looking for where that trait was. If you found it, you would have took a picture of it, and then boom, you would have gotten to check that off and had 2 out of 4.
How was I supposed to find it? Can you...
You find it based on what it tells you inside that database, right? So when you were looking at, it said shadowy figure in your flashlight. So as you walk around with your flashlight, it's going to appear. Like as you walk by it, you're just going to see it pop up in the flashlight.
Yes, but we don't know what the cost was, right?
We can't possibly know because we didn't get the trait.
So basically, we found 2 evidences, right? Writing and EMF. I marked these evidences, and we were in the ghost in the ghost category, right? So it could be one of these 4 ghosts, correct?
Right.
We wanted to find the trait. So the trait could be shadowy presence, insect swarm, forsaken corpse, or frost rail, correct?
Correct, and it can only be 1 trait. You don't get 2 or 3. You only get 1.
So if I could, when we could try to find the trait, if I could see insect swarm, I will put this here, and I will immediately know that it's between Revenant and Poltergeist, right?
Exactly.
And how? And I would only be able to understand what kind of ghost we are dealing with from the behavior of the ghost throughout the investigation.
Incorrect, but the behavior will only show itself after you find that insect swarm trait.
Fuck.
We'll never see the ability until then. So it's like locked behind layers, right? You start off with two.
I'm asking only for the people that are watching to understand how the game, how the investigator will go. Wolfin, hello. Wolfin is here. Do you know Wolfin? He's a streamer.
I do not.
Wolfin, hello. Thank you very much for the raid. And we have a shout out for Wolfin. We are playing with the developer of a brand new ghost investigation. It's an open world. An open world adventure ghost hunting game with RPG elements. It's very unique, it's very good. The developer is here with us playing the game. And as he said, we are the first one playing the game in this beta, correct?
Yeah, this is the first time we've seen a tutorial.
So, Wolfin, I think you're gonna enjoy it. Thank you very much for the shout out. I'm Paco. I am Paco. We are a horror hunting channel. We only play horror games. Especially ghost hunting games. We are content creators in many ghost hunting games. And thank you very much, Wolfin, for the raid. Thank you very much. How are you? What were you playing? Give me a second, please.
Of course.
What were you playing? Nice, very nice. So, we can continue our investigation. Sorry for that. Let's go. Let's go.
So, if you follow me, we're going to run down. I still have... You don't have a skull, right? So we can go get that skull again, I think. It should be back.
It respawns? Yes, it does.
Yeah, the summoning skulls. So we can use the summoning circle.
Use this. Okay, let's go. Doing well started. With Demonology is also a very good game. Then switched to Fuzz, then WoW. Okay, nice, very nice. I like all of these games you just mentioned. I really think you should check this game when it will be released. I think you're gonna find it very interesting. So I'm gonna start.
You should look for my nameplate and then just run to me. I went back to the apartment area.
Oh.
What we're gonna do is, yeah, I think that stage of the tutorial right now is just being a little bit buggy. So I have another trick.
Okay, so I'm supposed to come back.
Yeah, just come to me.
Map. Apartment.
What you want to do? Where'd you go? Oh, you're way over there. Do you see my name?
Yeah, I do. I'm coming. Thank you for the raid, Wolfie. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Είναι το Dark Terms. Είναι ένα καινούργιο παιχνίδι Dark Picus που παίζουμε το developer. It's a new ghost hunting game Dark Picus. Είναι καινούριο. Είμαστε στο developer εδώ. Είναι ghost hunting game σε open world με elements από RPG φάση, με quests, με dungeons και τέτοια πράγματα. It's a very good game. I have great time playing it so far. And I will really... What?
Alright, so, the trick. Oh, actually, it looks like did I leave it open? Oh, I didn't. Okay. You're gonna become... Wait, do I have a bug? Oh, no.
What?
I might have to leave and come back. Can you become a cat right now? I jumped off.
I can, yes.
Okay, so I have a client-side bug that's not letting me become the cat.
You want to...
Let me see. I'm gonna run back.
Show me something?
We were just gonna try get into another dungeon. So let me... I might have to leave. So I'm gonna come right back, all right? I'm gonna leave your server and come back. You don't have to do anything.
Okay. Don't worry. Πώς φεύγω τώρα από εδώ?
So...
I jumped through the other side of the bus and I cannot go to the house, to the apartment.
You're trapped in between the...
What can I do now? How can I...
Are you sure you can't get around the bus?
No, I can't.
Let me see. I'm coming in a second.
I can. Like, if I'm a cat, I can. Okay. I turned myself to a cat and I was able to do it.
Oh, I see. Yeah, so we're gonna go back onto this bus. And you're gonna become a cat.
Mm-hmm.
Can I become a cat, please? Okay. And then this is hard for me because I'm a little delayed.
Give me a second.
It's a jumping puzzle.
Uh-huh,
This is not what we're gonna do right now. Is not gonna be in the early access in reality. So this big barrier that you're seeing, this will stay up until you finish the training stage 3.
Okay, got it. Okay.
What's gonna happen is when you finish stage 3, every single dungeon in the game unlocks.
Oh.
It's not. I'm not doing a one dungeon. No. When you finish stage 3, you get every single dungeon in the entire open world. It's immediately open.
But now we cannot do it because we have a complete training mode stage 3, right?
Right, but we're gonna cheat right now because I'm a dev and I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, of course.
I left this wall on purpose. So there's a wall straight ahead. You're gonna sprint with the cat and try to leap right over it.
Can I do that?
You're gonna sprint and then just leap over that wall.
How can I jump?
And this is called the office dungeon. You're gonna you're sprint and spacebar right over it.
I did, but it didn't jump. I did something wrong, apparently. Give me a second. Okay. Got it. Λοιπόν. Νατασούλη, δεν μας είπες ο μπαμπάς σου τι έγινε, όλα κάναμε τις εξετάσεις.
However, I think we're gonna be stuck here now.
Why? I fell.
You should be able to run in spacebar over the. I think you're just spacebar in too late. You're spacebar in like right as your cat's falling off of the edge of the bus. You have to jump a little earlier.
Okay. I got this. Give me a second.
There actually will be like little in-game jumping puzzles with the cat in the open world where you can find secret pages and documents and stuff to unlock achievements.
Okay.
So getting better at jumping puzzles will help.
Nice. Whee! I am here.
So I'm waiting over that wall for you.
I am here.
Okay, you're there, okay.
Αύριο στις 12 είναι το χειρουργείο. Όλα καλά να πάνε, να τα σου λένε ενημέρωσέ μας πώς θα είναι. Okay, so this is a dungeon, right? You left that on purpose. I see what you got.
I left it on purpose as a backup. Yep.
I see what you did, right? What you did there. Okay. Let me collect some stuff here. I have some materials to collect.
Yeah, unfortunately, at this point in time, I've led you to your doom, so we can't head back to the apartment. Okay.
Oh.
I brought you here so that we could get the hunts to work. So you could see those. And we're gonna have to do it on easy mode, not training mode.
Okay.
This is a real dungeon.
Okay. I'm ready.
So you can go and activate the easy mode.
Easy
I
mode?
wouldn't touch the hard mode or anything like that if I were you. So just choose the ghost, put easy.
So in easy mode, entity hunt speed reduced by 25%. Stamina loss from stans reduced by 25%. If I put hard.
These values are gonna change too, so I wouldn't get caught on these.
Okay, let's choose the ghost again category, right?
Yep, ghost easy and then start.
Ghost easy and start. This is okay, nice. This is a different dungeon. So guys, this is the real thing.
Dungeon.
I don't want to go in.
That's scary.
Come on in.
Έπαθα ξενιό. I'm like ξενιό. I don't want to get in. Ξενιό is one of our moderators, and when we play ghost hunting games, he's usually outside the doors. He doesn't want to enter the house.
Oh, I see.
Now I'm playing like ξενιό.
So if you notice, here's the phone. If this phone rings, shut it off.
Okay. Can we have lights in the house, in the dungeons? No. Only their flashlight, right?
No. Yes, because of the darkness.
Because the darkness has consumed the world.
The darkness consumes light, yes. And that's why when you turn light sources on, they die, because the darkness is suffering it slowly. And again, there's a day and night cycle. So it's really pretty, is that when you do like the amusement park or the shopping mall, you can play in daylight. So the sun will be at the top and it will shine through. You can see pretty God rays coming through the trees. It's really nice. You get a nice aesthetic when you play during the day versus when you play at night.
Awesome. Are you gonna be able to upgrade your flashlight, for instance, or use specific perks?
Right now, there's not any upgrade to items itself.
Okay,
but I am planning.
Are you planning to do it?
I don't think so. However, I'm going a different route. There's basically going to end up being like a talent system in the game that you'll be able to put points into to make your character be better in certain categories. So think of like points.
Try to possess me. Already?
Already. And notice that it's harder to break out now.
And we are playing the easy mode, right?
And because these, yeah, easy, normal, and hard mode are not, they're not tweaked to actually match difficulty. So if you find it to be hard, that is why.
Oh, okay. I got it. So we are searching, we are looking for evidence. I have the spirit box with me to see if it will.
Oh, I'm getting.
What are you
getting? Picture?
What are you getting? Where are you?
I'm okay. I got flash on today. I got the red screen. I'm looking for the little wave spike.
Me too.
With left click, right? So if you left click, you'll activate that. Seeing if I can find a light.
I didn't have it activated. My bad, sorry.
Or maybe we'll get EMF. At this point, we're just trying to figure out which two it is.
So it's gonna be one of these two. EMF. What happened? I have hallucinations.
Yeah, watch out for those. So remember, in order to actually kill a hallucination, you would have to use an adrenaline, become a cat, and then swipe it.
That's what I try to do. But I must use
but
my
you have
adrenaline.
yeah. If you don't have an adrenaline, you won't be able to do it.
I don't have an adrenaline.
Yeah, that's why it's not going to work.
Got it.
So that's why crafting is so important in this game. You have to craft stuff to bring with you so that you can survive.
And,
I mean, if you don't have to,
and the crafting bench is so far it's only in our apartment, right?
Right now in the apartment, but they unlock in every single dungeon when you do open world quests.
Okay, got it.
So there's an open world questing system that you'll engage in later.
Okay, got it.
Oh, I found the EMF.
Where is it?
Outside. Where are you? I'm right here. I have a hallucination. I'm gonna become a cat. So if you become a cat, hallucinations can't get you. It's just a trick.
Okay.
So I'm right here.
I have spikes here.
EMF. Oh, there's also an EMF outside. Which one do you want to do? It's like right here. Oh shit. You alright?
I'm okay.
Alright, right here's an EMF. So when we right click it, there's the message. Do you see it?
Yep. Find
So you're looking around.
With what?
Yep. For a shadow. Like a big, it's going to be like a big Resident Evil tongue creature, but it's a shadow. You'll see it. Oh, I found it.
Oh.
If you come to me, I'm being possessed.
It failed.
Come
I'm
to
possessed.
me. Where are you?
I'm possessed.
Oh, I'll take a picture of it so I can. All right. Did you hear that? We're being hunted. It's a revenant. Are you dead?
I am a cat. Yes, I'm dead.
Oh my God. Do you see the revenant?
I see it. Oh my God. Yes, it's a reaper.
I activated the trait for you so that you could see him.
Nice. Very good.
I'm running with 0 sanity.
Nah.
Now you can help me as a cat if you want to help me.
How?
I'm gonna tell you what sigil I need. You see the red sigils on the walls? If you look around, there's these bright glowing red sigils.
Yes, I see. I can see one.
I need to click one of those, but I need to do the right one. In order to find it, I have to run through these coffins and look for that symbol.
Oh.
So I'm gonna tell you when I find that symbol, I'm gonna say, I need this one. As a cat, you can run around unharmed and tell me where it is.
Okay. Which one do you need?
All right, hold on. I found it. It's the one you're looking at. It's like a long stick with a cross in the middle.
And the one, it's the one that I'm looking at. It's in the front entrance. The one.
Okay. Now I'm gonna run to it
Collect
and click on it.
Okay.
I'm hiding.
I would like to,
I almost died.
You almost died. I would like to go to the...
Oh, you can't as a cat.
No, I can't. I would like
So
to
the
go.
next one I need, it looks like a sun.
Like a sun.
It almost reminds me. Yeah, it almost looks like a it reminds me of the sun of like the Greek gods or something.
Oh, we are playing Greek gods. Okay. You're playing with me.
swirly
It's a sun.
looking
Here.
sun.
It's outside the house.
Where is it?
It's here. It's outside the
Oh,
house.
it's outside.
This is the... You're talking about this one, right?
Oh snap! I'm going the wrong way. Hold on. Oh, it's right there. Okay,
Yes.
hold on. Am I near you? He's waiting for me. I can't move. Hold on. Okay. Where is it?
Here. In the door.
Oh my god, I'm gonna die. I gotta go. Okay, I'm dead.
Okay, so we're... And I...
All right.
Now what am I supposed to do?
Collect your trees. Do you have your little trees?
Not all of them.
So you want to collect your trees and talk to Bwonsombdi and then resurrect. So I don't know if you saw how I died. So in this game, I have themed deaths for every entity. The ghost puts you in a coffin and slams it shut. So you might not have seen me get thrown into a coffin or not.
Okay,
I'm gonna go back and resurrect. Okay, I'm alive.
Me too.
We can head back in. There's an EMF already.
We lost our evidence, right?
Yeah, so let's walk outside for a second. So you can see how this
is
works,
it gonna
right?
be the Revenant again, or is it, or this is the dungeon?
Yes, right? So open your database. Now you can actually do the deduction.
Okay.
So we found an EMF, right?
Yep.
And I said we were looking for some shadowy thing. So which trait is the one that has the shadowy thing?
The Yurei. No, the shadowy thing. Yurei.
The shadowy trait. You want to check it off, right? Because we found the shadowy trait. I went in and said, here it is. So now we know it's a Wraith or a Yuri. However, how do we know? Read its descriptions. Based on the description and the ability, which one do you think it was?
Ability. While working raids are actively conscious of the full surroundings, will teleport to random players and perform a rape attack of anyone. Near it is constantly killing them. In addition to using hands, raids will randomly attempt to cut down everyone that is not the other side, killing them. Yurei are known.
And what is the Wraith? What is the Wraith description though too at the top, right? It says like what a Wraith is, what it looks like.
Wraiths are extremely dangerous ghosts that feed on hatred and are known for the Reaper. Ah, so it's Wraith because it says the Reaper-like appearance. Nice.
There you go.
So we're not
so what we need. So now we know it's a Wraith, but we have no evidence. So our experience is crap. So we have to go in and get evidence now to get out and upload it.
So even though we know what ghost it is, we still have to find the evidence.
You still have to gather, because in this game you are a researcher. You're trying to collect data to learn how to fight back against the darkness. You're not just going around and just randomly finding ghosts and stuff. There's a purpose as to why you're here. So we need data in the story so we can learn and we can get stronger. So if you come back and say, it's a Wraith, I have no evidence, how are we supposed to learn what its weakness is? How do we fight it?
Got it. So
that's the story.
That's the story.
So we know it's a Wraith, but we have no evidence. So now we have to go in and somehow not die and collect as much evidence as we can and then upload the Wraith.
Okay, let's do that.
So we know it's Wraith.
We know it's Wraith, but the evidence are
Oh! He got me. I'm alive.
it didn't cut me.
He's still running around?
Yep.
Alright, I turned on the light source, which made him disappear.
Nice. Very nice.
Alright, so now remember when I talked about traits, I said in the beginning, you only have 2 out of the 4 evidence. Do you remember that?
Yep, I do.
Well, now all 4 evidence can spawn.
Why?
Because that's how the layering system... Move.
A few moments later.
We're dead. I'm dead. Look at me.
I'm dead as well.
Oh, are you dead?
Yes, I'm dead as well.
I'm delayed.
Oh no.
So that was the Reaper's ability. When the Reaper teleports to players, he will swing his scythe in a circle. If everyone doesn't move out of the way, he kills everybody that his scythe touches.
Yes, it killed us instantly.
Yeah, it was an AoE attack, right, from an RPG perspective.
I got it.
And that's in his description. It tells you, right, like when you read it, that he will perform random attacks every now and then, and you have to run away.
Okay, now I'm collecting essences. Do you?
I'm back to life, yep.
Okay. Oh, that's why the clock stopped.
Yes, so the clock will freeze when the dungeon realizes nobody's alive. Well, the clock will start. Sorry, the activity will freeze. If no one's in the dungeon, the activity does not go up. Now, why the activity? So I talked about it in the tutorial. If that activity level goes to 100, this Reaper will get extremely strong. Now, what's going to happen later is that there's going to be achievements behind completing the dungeon at 100 activity level. It's going to be very hard to do, and it's going to be one of those I want to get that achievement in flex because it's ridiculously hard.
I got it. Nice, very nice. Καλό βράδυ. Good night, good cojones. So, I didn't quite understand the thing with the trade. You said that in our investigation, only 2 evidence will be available in any dungeon, right?
Right. At the beginning.
After we find, for instance, EMF and writing, we know we can start the trade, the evidence trade, right? Is that correct?
Yep.
Yes. We can only have 2 trades, evidence trades, or 1.
We can only ever find 1.
We can only find 1. Okay. So we found before we died, we found that the trade was a shadowy presence, right?
Yep.
Is it still gonna be the shadow presence? Because we died.
So once we find it, we never have to find it again. You only activate it once, and you never activate it again.
Okay. So now we are looking for evidence. That's all.
That's all. We know it's a wraith. We don't have to do anything else. We already activated it. We don't activate it again. We know it's a wraith.
Why it says the office will reset in 43 seconds?
Oh, because we have to go back in because we're both standing outside.
Oh, okay.
So what happens is, like I said, oh, jeez. Oh, turn on the light. Okay. So that is an awaken. If he does that, if you put on a light, oh, we're getting hunted.
Ooh.
Time to go. Run. Run into a coffin. Get away from him. Do not let him catch you. You will die.
What is a coffin? I don't say coffin.
Those large coffin, the black coffins. Large black coffins run through the candles. You're in. Okay, as soon as you go in, see that bar? You're on the other side. If that bar reaches 0, you die. But he can't see you right now. You're safe.
Oh, this is the other side. Okay.
Yes. Now what you're looking for is when you go in there, there could be a book. It's a floating book. And it's going to have a symbol on it. That symbol is the one we need to click on that I told you about before. The red ones, I said, hey, where's that symbol?
Yes, but I cannot move.
Oh, I found it.
You found it? I cannot move. Why?
It looks like a candle. Because you can't leave. You're on the other side. It's a small box. You're only allowed to go so far into the other side.
Yes, but you said
it's an enclosure.
You said I died. Yes, but you said that when I'm on the other side, I'm supposed to find for a book. Is that correct?
Yes. So when you're on the other side, it's a very, very small little box. You can't go far. Like you can't run through the whole dungeon. You're only in a little area.
I got it.
When you go into, so I'm just gonna let him kill me right now. When you go in there, only one coffin will have a floating book.
I understand. Okay.
And
I was in the wrong coffin then.
Yeah. And you'll see it like it'll be a big floating book, and when you look at it, it'll be a massive glowing green sigil.
You died?
You have to. Yeah, I died. I just died on purpose. When you find it, when you see, oh, I found the book. There's the sigil. You have to leave the coffin and find the sigils on the walls and click the right one, the one you saw on the book.
I got it.
That's it. And just do this again and again and again until the hunt is done. You have to do it 3 times.
3 times. I remember. I'm alive. What are you going to do?
I mean, you can head back in if you want.
I don't want to.
If you want to try to survive a ghost hunt. Or we can go in, find an evidence, and get out and just upload 1 evidence.
Okay, let's do that. Where are you?
I know, the activity level's getting pretty freaking high. Alright, so let's...
It's the phone.
Oh, the phone.
And that's a good phone. So, there's 2 different sounds. A phone that sounds like it's dying, and a normal phone.
Oh my god.
What's
This-
going on?
They use Dixper and they scared the
Oh,
crap
they
out-
use Dixper.
they scared the crap out of me. That's what happened. Senor.
Alright, so at this point, we can find 4 evidence. Not just EMF. Oh, I gotta run. It tried to kill me. So there might be black mold now. Or fingerprints.
Okay.
So all we have to do is find 1. Oh, run.
I died.
Oh, you got you. Okay.
Again.
Ξέρω ότι σου Ξενιό, το βλέπω. I can see that. I died. It's a difficult game. It's not easy.
He is teleporting. He is mad.
Yes, he is mad.
Oh, he's 100 activity level. This is very, 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 very bad.
That's why he's so aggressive.
This, yes, this is 100 activity level.
Woohoo.
I need to go to a light. This light is dead. I thought I found a free, oh, an EMF. An EMF. We can take this and get the hell out of here.
If you
So
go,
as soon as you...
if you go,
I'm gonna die.
Okay, you're gonna die. Okay.
Go ahead.
If you go outside and end the mission and upload the EMF, and while you were doing that, I was cut because I was dead. Is it gonna? Am I gonna take an experience?
No, because if I end the dungeon, you can't go back in now, right? And you don't have evidence.
I got it.
So I would want to wait to end the dungeon until you've gotten your evidence.
Okay, got it.
So is that EMF still there? I think it's gone. Yeah, he's really mad. I can see him running around. So you can see, yeah, 100 activity level is extremely difficult. It's not intended. Okay, good. We survived that.
Here this,
EMF. Let's get this and get out.
I got it.
I got stunned. I gotta get out. Just run to the entrance and get.
I did.
Okay, we're good. So we can end the dungeon.
Okay.
And now you can end it, and then we can upload, and we know it's a raid.
End the dungeon. Nice. Yes.
Except, I screwed you, and I don't have the objective board here.
Okay.
You weren't supposed to. You were not supposed to play this dungeon. Okay, so
Okay.
you got like a sneak peek here, so this
Okay,
is not
okay.
supposed to be available.
Okay, but it was good because it was a nice. It was nice that we were able to play this. So our people here are communicating. What's with the Dixper? Stop playing Dixper to
Oh,
me.
yeah, I see it.
It was good for to play this because we were able to see how a real hunt is, a real dungeon. So it was
Right.
nice. Okay, so that's what you're supposed to do the game. Find materials to craft things, go to dungeons and collect the evidence and get experience and level up. Right?
Exactly.
Good, very good.
And during that time, you're gonna have plenty of different challenges, like achievements that you can do, to unlock cosmetics and stuff.
Yes, but there's no achievements at the moment, right?
Not right now, but they will be at early access.
Very good. So I think we are okay. We have fully covered the beta so far. We have covered the game. There's a lot of things to do here. There's a lot of things to read. There is a lot of things to learn. I really liked it. And you have placed everything very, very, very good in the game. Very detailed. You have put a lot of details in the game. Very nice, very nice. Congrats, very nice. I really liked it.
Thank you. Yeah, I really focused on. I knew that it's gonna be way different for a lot of people. It's outside the norm, and so I tried to focus on how can I have this information available, like in an organized way, right? But in a simple way. And I think by nature, as much as I simplify it, I think by it being so different, it's always gonna feel like it takes a little while to get in there. But I think once you start to get used to it and you put a little time in there and you understand the deduction system, you understand how hunts work, you start to realize it's very exciting, especially as you climb up in difficulties.
Nice, very nice. And it's like an open world. I can go wherever I want to take materials and craft things. In order to
Right now, it's completely like the forest. Now, what I would do is I wouldn't go too far if you don't want to spoil the new player
I'm not gonna go. I'm just looking around to see what else I can do.
Yeah, so at this moment, there are other dungeons and stuff like that, but I haven't filled, all of the lootable things in the open world. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of hidden things. So there's a game called New World, right, made by Amazon Studios. And there's this nice little thing they do in the game where there's these little pages that you can find all throughout the world that tell you lore. So in the game, you're going to do something similar. Your cat is going to be able to explore like little crevices, rooftops, find all these really cool lore pieces that have been left behind and put those together for part of the story. And there's going to be other Easter eggs that you can find and search and explore in the open world. And then we haven't talked about there's something called research in the game. So I said there's open world quests. So all of the dungeons, you asked me, is there any more crafting stations? And I said, yes. Next to every dungeon is what's called a research station. Inside the research station is a crafting station, an objective board, and a little research area.
Oh, nice.
Now, the way it works is that the dungeons, their difficulties are locked. So I told you, in the beginning, when you finish stage 3 of the training, I unlock every dungeon in the game. But you can only do them on easy mode.
Oh,
I
got it.
In order to progress and get up to a normal and a hard mode, you have to go to the research stations, pick up a couple quests, and those quests are open world quests. You can run around and perform research in the world and turn them in and level up the research site outside the dungeon. As you level up the research site, you unlock the crafting station for that dungeon, you unlock normal mode for that dungeon, you unlock hard mode for that dungeon. Each dungeon has its own progression system.
Got it. I got it. So when you say public quest, it's not gonna be dungeons. It's gonna be other quests, right? Or is it gonna be dungeons?
Wait, what is it for?
When you say public quests, you said they're gonna be public quests in the open world.
Oh, open world quests.
Yes.
Yeah, no, they're not going to be in dungeons. They're going to be outside dungeons.
They're gonna be outside dungeons. I got it.
Yeah, so it'll ask you, like, you might have to go explore some fast food restaurant nearby that's been destroyed and stuff, and there might be some black mold or somewhere that you have to analyze inside that fast food restaurant.
I got it. Very nice. I got it.
So you're literally doing quests in the world itself, outside the dungeon, to level up the dungeon itself so you can gain access to harder modes and stuff like that.
I got it. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. So I think you want to say anything else? Anything else about the game? I think we have covered everything. We have shown everything that's available at the moment, right?
Yes. So yeah, I apologize if it was a little bit buggy.
Oh,
so
no, it was okay. I really had a very great time playing this. Nice. And you said that you are planning, your schedule is to fully release the game in early stages in about a month or so.
Yes. So my primary, my push right now is to make sure that everything you just did is working perfectly. I'm a high perfectionist. I don't want to release a game that's all broken, crashing. Like, I want people to have a good time.
Great.
So I'm going to spend a lot of time making sure, I'm going to take a lot of feedback from you guys today. Every bug we saw, I'm going to immediately be working on. And I want this whole experience, this introduction, to be very polished and smooth for people. And then once that open world unlocks, you guys are free to go to any dungeon you want and just stop playing the game.
Great.
So
great, very great. Okay. So then, first of all, thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for proposing to play the beta. It was a great honor for us. We really want to thank you for giving us the opportunity to try the game with you and for you being in our channel. Great honor. It's always an honor when we have a developer here. I want to wish you the greatest luck with the game, because it deserves it. You have done a very good job with it. Really, for one developer, it's a great. You have made a lot of a great detailed game, and you have made all this in almost less than a year.
Yes, it was hard. I was working full time,
because it's huge. It has a lot of stuff here. It has a lot of details. How did you manage to do that in less than a year? For
a lot
person.
Of hours.
A lot of hours. Yes, got it.
Honestly, just a lot of dedication. I come from I have a bachelor's in physics and a master's in computer science. So for me, I had some background, but I've never made a game before. I have no game design experience. I've never worked at a gaming company or anything like that. But I have a passion for video games, and I also love writing. I wrote a book a while ago that I never got to publish due to finances. And some of this story, the darkness and everything, the cat relationship is coming from my novel that I never got to finish.
If that novel, if you manage to publish the game, I would very much like to read it.
Right, so I'm actually going to be injecting little Easter eggs in this game that will actually be coming from the novel, so that if that ever gets released, people that played the game will actually be able to notice some of those cool little caveats inside there.
Great, it's very
But
nice.
yeah, it's been a long, difficult journey, and you know, I'm getting there. I'm doing my best, and I hope that people just have fun. Like that's it all is for me. I just want to provide a new experience that's fresh, new, and hopefully just have a good time playing, and that's it. Because that's all gaming really is. Right?
Yeah, that's. I'm trying to make a game because I'm a programmer as well, and I'm trying to make a game. But I'm also by myself. That's very hard for me because it requires a lot of time.
Yeah,
It's very difficult to pull it off if you are by yourself. So, congrats again. Thank you very much for being here. I'm looking forward to play the real deal. I have one question. Can I upload this on your YouTube channel?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay,
At
nice.
this point, it's public, so you could just slap it up there.
Great. I'm gonna upload it. I think we're okay. I think we're done. We're gonna be in touch. I'm gonna send you some suggestions, some ideas about the game, if you like.
All right, thank you. Yeah, thank you, chat. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out and playing the game. I really appreciate it. And again, like I said, it's always an opportunity to me. It doesn't matter who plays the game. Feedback to me is always good feedback.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly.
I listen to everything.
That's exactly the point of playing a game in early stages, right? Get the feedback.
Right, exactly.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We're gonna stay in touch. I'm gonna send you some ideas and suggestions about the game, and looking forward to play the real deal.
Alrighty, you guys have a great night. Have a wonderful stream.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you for being here. Λοιπόν, ναι.
I had a lot of fun.
Λοιπόν, ωραία.
Watching this.
Πολύ ωραίο το παιχνίδι. It's a very good game. Very good game.